Good evening, everybody, and welcome to SAFC Fan TV. We are here tonight, as always, to watch the match, do a little live stream, as Sunderland welcome Lincoln City to the Stadium of Light for the semi-final of the Papa John's Trophy, where, if we win tonight, we'll be facing Tranmere in the final. Joining me to watch the match is Chief Dominator, the most negative man in the North East. There he is, Deano Elgar. Deano, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm good. Just looking forward to the game, actually. I don't like them on Sky. I hate when we play Sky because I always feel like we do badly, but hopefully we can get to Wembley today.
Well, hopefully we can do. And you can see in the bottom there, a.k.a. Motti, we have the Sunderland fan down south. He represents the London Mackhams. It's me Cockney Sparrow, Jacob Kirkbride. Jacob, how are you doing this evening? Are you doing well? Are you looking forward to the match? Tell us what's happening in your little world.
I'm doing well, mate. I'm actually was pretty nervous this afternoon, but more excited now, to be honest. But obviously on social media today, there was a couple of tweets saying that honestly, I can't wait to go to Wembley. But hang on, let's just get the game sorted out first. We haven't kicked off yet. We've got business to do in 90 minutes. Let's win tonight. Let's get there. We've got the team to do it, got the squad of players to do it. We can do it, mate. We can be Papa John's Pizza Trophy champions for 2021, mate. Let's get this all-important win this evening, Jack.
I like the sound of that. That'll go down in the history books, that. We are live, as always. 57 people watching on the live chat currently. Get your comments in on the live chat. If you're watching from around the world, tell us where you are. We'll give you a quick shout. If you've got anything you want us to talk about or anything you just want to say, get yourselves in the live chat. Very quickly, though, I do want to ask people, I will mention again, please don't put the score in the live chat. If you're streaming the match, it's a little bit ahead of ours, because not only does it ruin it for us, but it ruins it for everyone else watching. Someone might be leaving a comment and say there's been a goal scored. So I don't want to go into too much, but please, if you do see a goal go in, just leave it. It's probably only 10, 20 seconds. It just doesn't spoil it for everyone else. But already on the live chat, Kenny GM says, good luck, Sunderland. Conrad Lee, anyone who he is with his little blue spanner, says, looking forward to this, lads. A case of Cameron Jude, regular at the channel. Ben Allison Skiing says, good evening, lads. Giles is here. Callum Toon, that better not be the tune I'm thinking of. Thean SCFC. Frank Mutimer 3 says, hi, lads, hope you're okay. Brandon Anderson says, how are you, lads? Ken Walton says, good evening from Bude. Let's go. I'm not sure where that means. Stuart Purvis says, hi, everyone. Come on, lads. Thean St. 09 and centre-back. On the topic of how we are, I've got an unfortunate story to tell today, lads. I haven't been ill for ages, but I felt a little bit ill earlier on today. I've came down with a bit of cup fever.
God's sake, man, Jack, grew up.
You just expect tumbleweed to blow across the screen. Apologies for Jack's dead banter there.
I know, and I wonder why I get called dad jokes. Anyway, Thane was saying on the live chat there, saying 09 at centre-back. Speaking of the lineup, which I've got written out here, I believe we're playing 4-3-3. We're going to go through that now. We start with Lee Burge in goal, Max Power, the captain at right back. I knew that was happening. 09 and right, I believe, the centre-back partnership. That's going to be interesting to see how that works. Callum McFadden, unfortunately, was the only option for us to start at left-back today, unless 09 was to get played there, or possibly Conor McLaughlin. A midfield of Grant Ledbetter, sat just behind Terry's favourite player in the world, Dan Neil, and my favourite player in the world, Josh Scowen, with the front three of Aidan McGeady, Charlie Wyke and Lyndon Gooch. We're going to go to Deano first. Come on, Deano. What are you going to say that's negative about this lineup?
Look, 09 centre back, but I'm guessing we've got no one else who can play there. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I think Luke 09, Josh Scowen and Dan Neil in centre would have been amazing. So much energy, so much quality, in my opinion. But Luke 09 centre back, he'll do a job. He's a utility player. He's played there before in the back three. He's never played in the back two, so it's going to be different for him. But he's got Bailey Wright who will help him, because Bailey Wright's very experienced. Midfield, got to see Daniel in there. Still legs, still a bit pace. Grant Ledbetter will help him along with his experience. And then the front three, I'm good. Jones is not in there, to be fair, but Charlie Wyke, who's hot, bang on in form. You've got Aidan McGeady, who, like you say, linked up with Charlie Wyke in the last game really well, and Lyndon Gooch with a bit pace and a bit directness. It's a strong team. It's a very strong team. You'd think there'd be more kids in there, but we're clearly taking this game seriously.
I mean, out of what you've just said there, really, you touched on 09 played centre-back. You weren't too happy about that. But for you, who would you have played at centre-back tonight then? I think myself, I would have probably rather put Conor McLaughlin there. That's what I said on Twitter earlier today when I said the 11 I would play.
Yeah, McLaughlin. He's actually a defender. What's wrong with Tom Flanagan? I'm guessing is he injured? I'm guessing
Injured.
So he's injured. What Oliver Younger? Give him a go. Why not? He's a defender, isn't he? Oliver Younger.
He had an injury a few weeks ago. I don't know if he's match fit yet. I don't know if he's actually still carrying his injury.
To me, it's looking like Luke O'Nine's the only option. Max Power right back. I think he's solid. I think he is. He's played very well there. So it's still a strong team. Now, that team can go out and win this game, no doubt about it. I haven't got any doubts in my mind about that team going out to win this game. Yeah,
it's definitely played a strong lineup. You know, he hasn't rested Wyke or McGeady, which I thought was very interesting. Obviously, the two players who won us the game pretty much last Saturday, they were the cutting edge, and they could be the cutting edge going into Saturday. And I think a lot of us would agree that, you know, going into Saturday, that's a really important game at every point in the league matters now. But I was pleased to see, you know, he's put a strong team out there. He's gave the opportunity to Neil to come in, which I do quite like. But now we are going to go to our resident southerner, Jacob. How is the team looking from down south? Does it look just as good down there as it does up here?
Bit surprised with it, to be honest. The fact that Luke O'Nien tonight is starting in a centre-back partnership with Bailey Wright. Max Power, even though he had a really good game in the middle of the park on Saturday, a bit disappointed that he's moved back to right back. But then again, I think he has got Saturday's game in mind, to be fair, at Burton Albion. And it's good to see that Dan Neil will get some experience tonight. And what Deano is saying there about him playing alongside Grant Ledbetter, I think, is only going to improve his game. And with that front three, with Gooch, Wyke and McGeady, listen, if they get the ball in the right areas, they can cause damage. And when you've got a front three like that, full of confidence, you might as well stick with it. I think on an attacking point of view, I think we're looking strong for tonight. But defensively, a bit concerned. Obviously, we've touched Callum McFanzy. He's hot and cold at times. You look at the penalty he gave away at the weekend. But on paper, I would say that's a strong enough side we have to beat Lincoln this evening. I mean, you look at the options we have to come off the bench as well. Chris Maguire, Jordan Jones, Jack Diamond, potentially Aidan O'Brien could come on as well and partner Charlie Wyke like he has done effectively in the last few weeks. So, yeah, we've got the squad to do it tonight, I should say, just about.
Yeah, apologies, I did miss a little bit of that accidentally left the live stream, unfortunately. Someone told us to hit F2. On the live chat, Casey Commanjuro always said, Brandon Anderson says, tell me more, I won't be going for tea. Thean SAFC says it's a strong team, but I was hoping to see the likes of Jones and O'Brien get some game time. Mark Don says it's a strange feeling this. We may get to Wembley tonight and we can't go. Precisely, mate. VSL up says, thoughts on the lineup. So we've just went through that. Ryan Hansen says, guaranteed to win at Wembley with no fans there. Do you know what, mate? It would be typical. It would be typical for us to get to Wembley, win for the first time in, is it 7 visits? But funnily enough, not actually be able to see us watch it. I'm going to quickly touch on Lincoln's lineup, of course. They have Alex Palmer, I believe his name, in goal, but Palmer in goal, who's interesting enough kept 13 clean sheets in the league so far, top of the table for clean sheets. TJ Ayoma, I believe he's on loan from Tottenham Hotspur at right back. Monsmet and Jackson make up the back two. I believe it will be Sanderson at them for number 6 at left back. It could also potentially be a Dunn, number 7 in centre mid. One of the two. Midfield of number 10, George Grant, who is meant to be their best player, as well as number 6, Sanders in midfield. The front three of Tom Hop up front, a target man who's probably not going to score many goals, but apparently he's a very good target man. Scully and Johnson as the front three. Jacob, you're touching on a bench there. Deano, I'll go to you first. But one thing I've noticed is, again, with Lee Johnson, it's a common theme. We always have plenty of options to come off the bench going forward. You know, you can see Maguire's there, O'Brien, Jones, Diamond. I'm not sure where Patrick Allman plays, but, you know, if the game isn't going our way, we've got a lot of options to change it up, especially going forward. Are you pleased to say that?
Yeah, there's a bit of pace in there, there's a bit of experience, there's a bit of everything, a bit of youth. There's a bit of everything in there. I mean, are the game changers? Possibly not, because I haven't really seen anyone really come on and change the game, apart from probably the only person who ever come on and I thought, boy, he looks good, was Jordan Jones. But other than that, Diamond, he's very basic in what he does. He can be effective, but there's times where he just doesn't really affect the game. It just depends on what what sort of frame mindset he's in when he comes on and how we're playing at the time. But it's good to have these options, because I remember when we had no options on the bench. Now we've got plenty of options, which is good to see. I'm done.
Yeah, sorry, mate. That's just my connection went bad for a second there. I'm going to quickly jump back on the live chat. Callum Toon, who put a comment on a few minutes ago, saying, "Nah, Toon is just an unlucky surname for a lads fan." It is, mate, unfortunately, but such is life. Mark Taylor says, "You all right, lads? Tuning in from Australia. As always, if you are tuning in from elsewhere in the world, give us a quick mention of where you are. We'll give you a mention." Thane saying, "Jake, I'm not amused. That must have been about me joke a little while ago." Conrad Lee says, "Don't laugh at that joke." C. Minton says, "Can't wait for Jacob's Motti impression here in Japan." Jacob, will we be joined by Motti today?
Yeah, at some point I may have to go and grab the coat at half-time downstairs, but yeah, he'll be making an appearance at some point.
I'm very pleased. I'm looking forward to that. Thane SAFC, friend of the channel, says, also, Younger was left out with the under-23s. Why isn't he getting a chance? I believe he is injured, as we just touched on. VSL Up says McLaughlin is on the bench. Yeah, interesting to see. I think McLaughlin's probably been put on the bench because he can cover any three of the positions of centre-back, right-back, or left-back. Lads, last night, Tranmere and Oxford, of course, played. Tranmere ended up winning 2-0 away to Oxford, I believe. They're in the final. Full enough, it'll be James Vaughan who will be playing against. A lot of people seem to make a big deal of that. I mean, firstly, lads, we're happy that we've got Oxford. Happy that we've got Tranmere, rather. Do you think it gives us... Do you think we're favourites going into it now, Jacob?
I think it doesn't matter, personally. I think, listen, if you want to win a competition like this, you've got to play the best anyway. I mean, even though if we get there, they are in the division below, we can't afford to take them lightly. A bit like, because I was disappointed, to be honest, with the way how Oxford set up last night. I thought they underestimated them a little bit. I thought that they put in a very solid and also a very good attacking display, Tranmere, the other night. James Vaughan, he gets in the right areas, and with the squad of players Tranmere has, also they can provide the service to him. He can get them goals on a good day, but it'll be our responsibility to stop them from doing that. But like I said at the beginning of the show tonight, let's just get there first and we can worry about Tranmere.
Yeah, Deano, I'm going to go to you in a second, but I'm just going to quickly jump onto the live chat. It seems to be people all over saying Diamond plays here, Diamond plays there. Thane SFC says Ormond is a striker, isn't he? But then Joseph Barron says Ormond is a fullback. Quite like Ian Donaldson's comment about Ormond. Clearly, he's been listening to a few of my dad jokes saying it's nuts to play Ormond.
Right. Ormond, I get it. I'm old enough to understand that.
That's strike 2 of the night now. God.
Yeah, Tom Wallace saying Ormond is in midfield. Wouldn't risk Wyke at all tonight. We need him for the league. It is an interesting point, I think, to say, should Wyke be left out tonight because he's so important in the league. But I guess tonight, we win this game, we get into the final. A cup final can do wonders for a team, although knowing us, it'll only harm us. But Deano, Tranmere in the final, are you happy about that? How are your thoughts compared to Jacobs over there?
Well, if Tranmere beat Oxford, that just shows that they're a dangerous team because Oxford are one of the best. They've got the best runs in form. They would have been top of the league on form or something, wouldn't they? So, I mean, they're still a I know they're in League Two, but that makes them want to win it more. They'd want to win it against a League One team, someone who's on paper better than them. And it makes it much more sweeter for someone like Tranmere to win the cup than it does for us because everyone would just, if you recognise, if we won it, people would just say, but you beat a League Two team. But if a League Two team beat us, then we'll be like, I can't believe we beat a League One team, someone who's much better than us, bigger than us, and we beat them. So it's like everything. There'll be criticisms and praises on who wins it. It just depends on who wins it. And we're not. Are we favourites? I wouldn't say we're favourites. I think Lincoln are because they're higher in the table. So if we win this, on paper we should go on and win it. But football doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Well, interesting to see that the two players who I've been told have been two Lincoln's contenders for player of the season so far, in the goalkeeper Palmer and number 10 George Grant, the centre midfielder, both play tonight. So it is clearly a strong lineup. James Noble on the live chat is a very cold and frozen Houston. Says hi, watching for the first time. Great setup. Well done, guys. Look forward to your banter and hopefully seeing Sunderland win. Yeah, I think you commented on the Instagram post last night and I said make sure to drop a comment. So I think that's him. If not, I've got that comment wrong. Well, hi to you from Texas. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy the stream. Hopefully we can give you a good insight of the game if you can't watch it, unfortunately, yourself. Conrad Lee, our editor, says got this far. One game from Wembley. Time to put a strong team and win, which for me is my attitude. We've came this far now. I wouldn't have treated it particularly seriously up until now, but we've got to this point. Let's just give it everything and see if we can win. Thane says, one thing about Wyke, did get injured. Sorry to say this, but our season could be done. Nobody else is scoring. I do agree with that, to be honest. Jacob, would you all have rested Wyke tonight?
Nah, goal scorer. You've got to play your top goal scorer, especially in a semi-final. Even though it is worrying, considering we're in a season where we're playing constantly middle of the week and then the weekends like back to back. But you might as well use just hope and pray that he's not on the treatment table at all. To be honest, I mean, he's been brilliant for us this season. It's if but maybes. If he gets injured, heartbreaking. But if he's fit, you've got to play him. Simple as that. And I have every faith he'll be on the score sheet tonight. To be honest, Jack.
Yeah, an interesting point by Michael Fish on the live chat is, and how else we're meant to win tonight without White, which is a fair point. If you want to win this game, I guess it's best off playing White. Deano, is there anyone else you would have played up front tonight?
Who else is there? I mean, O'Brien, he's not. I don't think he's exactly an out-and-out goal scorer. I don't know if he can play up there by himself because we haven't seen that. And if we have seen it, he hasn't been very good. I mean, there's not much of an option we've got, really, because, like you say, Charlie White is the only one scoring goals. And that is a worry in a way, but why not play him? I know it's a risk of injury, but if he gets through this game, we can say he scored a couple of goals if he does, and he's injury-free, so it's a bonus. But if he does get injured, there'll be criticism on the manager, but this is why he's the manager to make these decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, because if he did play O'Brien up front, everyone would say, well, where's Charlie White? Why isn't Charlie White playing? So, like you say, there's criticisms and praises all the time, and people just can't be contradicted for the sake of it. So he's made the decision. He's playing Charlie White. Let's hope he gets a goal and stays injury-free. And if he does get injured, is it Lee Johnson's fault? Possibly not. I don't know. It's one of them things.
Yeah. On the live chat, DJ says Dave Watson, friend of the channel, says, good evening, boys. Do you want to say that? Everyone's thoughts from SAFC fan TV goes out to you, Dave. I know you're not going through an easy time. You just lost his uncle, I believe, not too long ago. But everyone's thoughts here goes out to you, Dave. I hope you're coping okay. Michael Fish says, don't worry, he won't get injured. Well, you know, this is Sunderland AFC, and we do the unexpected. Thin SAFC says, I wouldn't play White and McGeady for a full 90 minutes, just give them 60 to 65 minutes. Something I hope is that we can wrap the game up early. If we can look, I know it's easy said than done, and we're playing against arguably the best side in the division, but if you can look to kind of, if White and McGeady can kind of play how they did on Saturday, we can go into half-time 3-0 up. You can maybe then take them off, play other players, and rest them for Saturday, really. 104 people watching live. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in. We've got 28 likes currently. I've got to say this unless Philly will have a go at us, but I'm only joking. But 28 likes. Let's see if we can get to 50 before we kick off and 200 by the end of the live stream. That'll be, absolutely loads for us. So it only takes 2 seconds. Just go over, hit the like button if you would like to. If you enjoy the content, why not? Subscribe to us as well if you haven't already. We do this for every single game as well as our other live shows and other videos. Brandon Anderson says, what do you think the final score will be, lads? 2-1. 2-1, he thinks, to Sunderland. We went through our predictions, didn't we? Lads, have you all changed your predictions or they're exactly the same?
I'm going to say I'll go for 2-0 to the lads.
Was that your prediction on Sunday?
I'm not sure if it was the same one, but I think what I'm feeling right now, 2-0 win.
Well, Dino, I've took a leaf out of your book and I've predicted us to lose. Like, I think we're going to lose 2-1 today, unfortunately. But yourself, is your prediction change the same? What's going on in the head of Dino Elgar?
Well, now I've seen the team, I'm still saying 2-2. I still think 2-2. And it'll go to penalties and we win on penalties. I think this is our time to win this trophy. Since we didn't win it the first season, we didn't take it very seriously the second season. I feel like we've got unfinished business in this trophy, and this is why Lee Johnson's going out to win the trophy, because he's playing a strong side in a cup where you're supposed to be playing your academy players and only have so many first-team players in. So for me, this has to be our year to win the cup. I think this is our year.
Yeah. Leslie Kelly on the live chat says, White could get injured anytime, play the best team. That is a fair point. You could get injured in any game, so why not throw him in anyway? I guess that's a fair point. McCarthy 1-2-8 is hoping for a 3-0 win. Well, I'm hoping for a 3-0 win as well, but unfortunately I can't see it happening. I'm going to presume that's Conrad saying 4-1 to Sunderland. Dino, you've got a fan on the live chat. Mr. 90 says, Dino, a statement are fully back. Jason Common Duties, I've just liked the stream. Now it's on 40. What, you want, sorry?
No, that's my mate Will. Who's Will like? That's my mate Will.
Oh, well.
He's my actual mate. I actually know who he is.
All right, okay. Oh, you've got friends, do you know? I didn't think you did.
Oh, I've got loads of friends.
Do you work with him, like?
No, he's my Call of Duty friend. Call of Duty friends.
You got this coming, didn't you? You can't say anything like that without getting that infamous comment getting brought up. Adam Fox says, hello, friends. Hi to you. Conrad said, not me, I'm at work. I presume he's just saying why he's not on the stream with us. Lads, have we got kind of anything going into the game that we think is a main talking point? I know that George Grant is meant to be really good for them, a midfielder. He's actually he's one of the most creative players in the league, I think, statistically. So, you know, what are your thoughts kind of going into the game against Lincoln? Have you got any kind of pressure points, any areas we think we need to stop, or anything we need to do in particular against them to get the win? Jacob?
I think we just need to watch out for George Grant. To be honest, the games I've watched him play this season for Lincoln, he's a very creative man in the middle of the park for them. He will create chances for the front three, which looks like they're playing in Brennan Johnson, Tom Hooper and Anthony Scully. I think if we can man mark him out the game, I think someone like Ledbetter being brought back in tonight, I think that will help a lot. And also Josh Scowen, he's a player that likes to chase after the ball when he's not in possession as well. I think the closing down and the pressing game, which I think Lee Johnson's trying to get our team to play in a 4-3-3 system, I think will help to try and stop someone like him tonight. But overall, I think we've got the foundation in place. I think it's just a case of going out and getting the job done. But at the same time, I would like to potentially see a clean sheet tonight. I think we have got sloppy mistakes in us on a defensive point of view. I mean, the last time he kept a clean sheet, correct me if I'm wrong, the MK Dons game in the last round of this competition, 3-0 win, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, funny that you managed to fit the words both sloppy and clean sheet into the same sentence. Clearly someone hasn't had some peaceful nights recently.
Oh, Jack, honestly.
So, Deano, well. You what, sorry?
You're doing very well, son, though.
Thank you. Deano, going into the game, is there anything in particular that we need to do from your eyes?
Yeah, win. The thing is, though, I've just seen some of their players. One of them's got 14 goals this season. One of them had 7 goals this season. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Without Charlie Wyke, who is our highest goal scorer after that, maybe somebody with 2 goals or something. I couldn't 100% tell you. So it shows that this team do share the goals about a bit, and they do have people who can score goals, which is a bit worrying. But I have faith in Lee Burge will try and keep them out. The defence isn't the strongest it's been because you've got 2 midfielders in the back 4, which is a bit worrying. You've got Callum McFadden, who isn't exactly on the best run of form. He makes a lot of mistakes, gets caught with possession a lot. But the last time we played these, we did beat them, was it 4-1, 4-2 or something like that?
4-0.
4-0, sorry. But like you say, every game is different. No one should go into this game thinking, oh, we've already banged 4 past these. It's not the case. These can easily come and turn us over. It just depends on what frame of mind. I can't even say that word tonight. Frame of mind every player is in on each different team, and who wants it more. Because in this league, like you say, it's not about the quality. It's about who wants it more. Who's gonna dogfight in the match? Who's gonna win the dogfight? Who's gonna put the most tackles in? Who's gonna just dig down deep? And we do have that, but Lincoln do, because Lincoln have came from nothing. Lincoln have came from absolute nowhere. I'm sure they were like conference and stuff like that a couple of years ago, and now we're in the same league as them. So them have got a point to prove. Them will want to go up this season and win the trophy. They'll want to do a double technically in their eyes. So it's going to be a hard game. We just need to outfight them and just put our chances away. That's what we need to do. Put our chances away.
Yeah. On the live chat, Daniel Joblin says, 09 at centre back. I hope he does well. Tom Wallace says, does Deano play box to box? Yes, he has fantastic delivery. If anyone's new to the channel, doesn't quite understand that joke, Deano delivers for Amazon. That's the context behind that joke. Russell Coleman, clearly a Norwich City fan, was saying, what's happened to Sunderland? You lot shouldn't be playing Lincoln. What happened to Sunderland? 2 relegations, we haven't got back up. That's the short story. We won't bore you with the long story. Brandon Anderson says it'll be a hard final, no fans allowed, boring. How important do you think it is for us to actually win tonight, go to the final, and get the result in the final for the rest of the season? Do you think that's going to have much of an impact on the league? Jacob, to you first.
It's an interesting one, that, because remember Pompey 2 years ago, they beat us, but they never went on to win promotion, did they? So I think we have to win it, but also with a big confidence boost, saying, come on, let's kick on and let's go and get the main job done, and that's win promotion. It's a difficult one, obviously, because you have to play in this competition when you're down in these two leagues. We might as well give ourselves the best opportunity now to go on and to win it. But I think we have to go in with the attitude saying that we'll want to win it this year, but we never want to play in this competition again. That's how I think Lee Johnson should bring that message across to the players tonight.
Yeah, Deano, before we go to you, Chris Law on the live chat asks, what's wrong with Sanderson? Unfortunately, Deano Sanderson is cup tied after playing for Wolves in 23s earlier in the competition. Leslie Kenny says, have you seen how tight it is in League One? Pompey lost last night to Bristol Rovers. Teams of those 13 through with a chance. The trophy could be our best chance, potentially, but I think just go for promotion. So, Deano, how important is this competition and the potential of a final, the potential of a trophy to the rest of our season, especially regarding the league?
I don't think it has any importance, to be fair. It just keeps momentum going as that you've won a trophy, so you've got the momentum of winning. You know what it's like to win. But I remember last season when everyone says it was the cup's fault we didn't get promoted because we had too many games. So it just depends on what your mindset is and what you think about the trophy. There's a lot of people who say this trophy is a waste of time. It just gives players more injury risks. It tires players out. There's no need for these games. We should just drop out of the competition. But other people will say, "Oh, it's good to win a cup and this, that, and the." It's just what you think. If we win the cup, it has no bearing on the league because we've been playing weakened sides in this competition. We're not exactly playing like Ipswich every week. We're playing like under 23 teams and stuff. This is where you're starting to play like the teams who are in your own league. So it doesn't really have a massive bearing on the league, in my opinion. It's just excuses. So if we don't go up but we win the cup, there'll be the excuse of, oh, it was the cup's fault. It's just an excuse. People like to put this competition down as an excuse, basically.
Yeah, to which I would agree with. I think it gets scapegoated quite a lot, this competition of, oh, it was the cup, it was this, it was that, it was this. When, to be honest with you, it's the manager's decision of who he plays in the cup, and he can just choose to play players who aren't playing in the league, making it irrelevant anyway. On the live track, Keith Harden says, hi lads, dialing in from Ethiopia, looking for a comfortable 3-1 win tonight. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Ethiopia. We've got people from all over the world watching. Leon Brattery says, imps all the way. Oh, thank you for tuning in, that's all I'll say. Daniel Jobbins says, have faith in Lee. I do have faith in Lee. Russell Commons says, we're Sunderland in the league. We are 6th, I believe. And yes, we are above Ipswich. I think that would make us. Brandon Anderson says, he's Sunderland until I die. Aren't we all? Chris Law says, Darren Drysdale charged by the FA. Is that the referee off last night? Darren Drysdale?
Yeah, Ipswich game, yeah.
Yeah, that was quite interesting, to say the least. Anyway, the teams are walking out now, so we'll be very soon handing over to Deano, who will be covering commentary for the first 15 minutes, I think, of the game tonight.
What I'm thinking is 20 to me, 20 to Jake, and 5 to Motty. So that's what I'm thinking.
That suits
depends
fine.
What 5 minutes of the game you want to pick for Mr. Mutson. Could be an entertaining last 5 with him on.
Last 5. Do you want to do the first 20, Jacob? So you don't do 20, then 5 and Motty. So you do 20, have a break. I'll do the next 20, then you do the last 5.
Then. I mean, the sheepskin coat is downstairs, unfortunately, so he may have to make his first appearance second half. But yeah, I'll start off if you want, Deano.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's no problem. Couple of comments in the live chat. Leon Brattery and James Harrison asking for showing the game. No, unfortunately, it's live on Sky. If you can find a way to watch it, if you have Sky, we aren't showing the game. We're just doing our reaction to the game, if you like. Tom Wallace is a Wembley win on the 16th of March would give us the confidence to finish the season high. It's a common theme. Obviously, I know we've just kind of been saying we disagree with that. And C. Minton says, look forward to you all. Are brilliant. Thanks. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your kind words. I hope you do enjoy the stream. Brandon Anderson says, how are the lads? And Chris Law says, no screening, loads of broadcasting rights, but commentary throughout the game. Yeah, that is exactly what we do. Dean, obviously, I'm a little bit behind. Are we close to kicking off on your screen?
Well, when you said the teams are coming out, you are exactly on point with me.
Well, the camera's on George Grant now for me.
Yeah.
The captain.
Stat at the bottom, 12 goals this season.
You're ahead of me then, because on mine, I'm still on the Lincoln team.
Well, this is
Bailey McGeady's just popped up on my one.
Yeah, Jacob, if you want to kick us off with commentary, Jacob, and then we'll see where we'll go from there, and we'll see what we can do. Before we get started,
Sweet.
Tom Wallace again says, quick reminder: please don't see a chat. Please don't see in the chat if a goal's been scored. Yeah, I said it before. I'll say it again. Please, if there is a goal scored, if you see a goal scored in your streams that are ahead of everyone else's, please don't leave a comment in the live chat until at the very least we've reacted to it. Only because we don't want to spoil it for everyone else who's watching. Anyway, I'll hand you over to Jacob or Motty, whoever's taken over as Sunderland appear to kick off as the referee does his last minute checks.
Thank you very much, Dodsey, mate. And the players are just taking the knee in support of the Black Lives Matter. And Sunderland kicking from left to right in the semi-final of the Papa John's Pizza Trophy. And Max Power is on the ball there, just passed by Grant Ledbetter. And Bailey Wright's going to hoof it long in the first few seconds of this semi-final. Looking for Charlie Wyke in the first few seconds. Bailey Wright, bit of a clash of heads there with Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien's back on his feet. The ball finds Max Power and he passes it back to Lee Burge, who's going to launch it up the field, aiming towards Charlie Wyke again. Wyke flicks it on, trying to find Gooch, but cleared away by a Lincoln defender. And the ball finds itself back into the path of Luke O'Nien, volleying it forward yet again. And now Lincoln are hoping to try and get back into possession, but Sunderland have it back once again with Max Power. Power goes back to Lee Burge. Lee Burge playing it out from the back this time. Luke O'Nien to Callum McFadzean. He's looking for a pass, but he's going to take a few players on. No, he's going to pass it back to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright now to Luke O'Nien, playing in a centre-back role tonight alongside Bailey Wright. Dan Neal, and that's his first touch of the ball this evening. Back to Bailey Wright. To Max Power. He's back at right back this evening after starting it in central midfield on Saturday against Doncaster. And back in possession with Sunderland once again with Luke O'Nien to drive forward towards Lincoln's midfield, but he plays it on the left-hand side. I think Lyndon Gooch plays a ball over the top, looking for Aidan McGeady, but the goalkeeper gathers. And now Lincoln are on the ball with Timothy and Ayumo, however you want to pronounce his name. Apologies if I get it wrong. The ball finds itself out to the left back to Tayu Adoon, playing it back to Adam Jackson. Jackson to Lewis Monsima. Monsima trying to play a through ball forward, but it's a nice move from Lincoln here. Max Saunders.
Oh, it's a good flick.
And it's well dealt with by Sunderland in the end. I think it was won back by Grant Ledbetter as they came forward on the attack from the right-hand side. But Sunderland looking to start an attack of their own here with Lyndon Gooch on the right-hand side. But he wins the challenge very well and finds Josh Scowen, but he plays it back to Max Power. Max Power now to Dan Neal in the middle of the park for Sunderland. He's looking for options. Aidan McGeady has it. Back to Dan Neal. Sunderland, have they won a free kick? No, they haven't. Bit of a debatable that one now. I thought it was a foul myself, but here come Lincoln with the ball. With McGrandles playing it back to Adoon. McGrandles now. Back to Adam Jackson, their centre-back. Lincoln are just trying to string a few passes together to get their confidence up early on in this game. They've struggled to get on the ball the first 2 minutes, I must say. Michael Appleton's side. And Max Saunders playing to Monsima now, who's looking to find a pass. And he's gone for a ball over the top, but here's Tom Hooper. Is he onside? And no, the offside flag does go up. So break in play. Deano, what do you think of the opening 3 minutes, mate?
Mate, I'm miles behind, man. I don't know what's going on here. I'm miles behind. I'm only on 2 minutes 42. I mean, I'm miles behind.
About 30 seconds behind then.
I'll tell you, we'll go to Dodsey with what's happening on the live chat, mate.
Tyler Perham, he's a Plymouth Argyle fan, asks, how is Callum McFadzean doing? Well, so far, we've played 3 minutes and 20 seconds and he hasn't managed to make a mistake, so he's doing quite well.
And Max Power in possession now. Grant Ledbetter, a ball over the top, looking for Charlie Wyke once again, but Adam Jackson, is he going to force a corner? No, he's managed to get it out for a throw, but in a dangerous area for Sunderland here on the near right-hand side, rather, for Lee Johnson's men. Bit of an energetic start for Sunderland, the semi-final so far. And a cross in from Max Power that headed out comfortably there by one of Lincoln's centre-backs. Ledbetter, and he finds Gooch, and Sunderland with another throw in a dangerous area. Or has it gone to Lincoln? Where is everyone on? What time is everyone on, by the way?
4 minutes, 9 seconds.
4 minutes 14. So I'm ahead at the moment.
Yeah.
And Adoon with this throw. Is he going to... Oh, it's given away. And Lyndon Gucci went for a ball into the box, but no one was really in the penalty area to aim for. But it's a poor cross anyway, out for a goal kick to Lincoln. Yeah, I must say, very, very confident start from Sunderland so far to this game.
Yeah, we're not letting them bully us.
Yeah, I think we've gone for a hoof ball technique, considering Charlie Wyke, he's a man in form, 4 goals on Saturday. They'll want to aim for him in the first couple of minutes to increase our chances of getting an early goal. But here at Lincoln in possession now, George Grant. We haven't seen too much of him so far in the opening 4 minutes. Max Saunders looking to find a teammate of his. Well, that's Max Saunders on the ball now, rather. A mistake. It was actually Adam Jackson who passed the ball to him. But here is Aidan McGeady now. Is he fouled there? Lyndon Gooch is in possession. He's looking for options. Is he going to go to the left? He goes in the middle to Dan Neil, but Dan Neil passes it out to the left to McFadzean, going with a 1-2 option with Dan Neil, but Dan Neil plays it back to Bailey Wright. Is he going to launch it forward, or is someone going to string a few passes together now? But Luke O'Nien has it. Dan Neil. So Grant Ledbetter back in the team this evening as Max Power pushes back to right back. And Josh Scowen now on the right-hand side. He could have taken the man on himself, but he finds Lyndon Gooch. Gooch cuts inside, plays it back to Aidan McGeady. McGeady looking for options, and he goes out to the left to Callum McFadzean. McGeady in a good position. Is he going to cross the ball? Has the ball gone out of play? It looks like it has, and it's a goal kick to Lincoln. Deano,
Hello.
what do you reckon of the start to this game so far from what you've seen and what time you're on?
I'm like you say, I'm about 45 seconds behind, which is crap because I can't really join in, but it's just been nothing really. I mean, we're keeping the ball, but we haven't done anything with it, and I would say the same to them as McGeady. They just went out for a goal kick for me now, so that's how far behind I am.
Yeah,
yeah, no worries. Jack will come to you with the live comments in the next break and play, mate.
Yeah,
George Grant on the ball now.
There's another chat, Jacob. Just a little nudge there.
Another chat. Yeah, no worries.
As Lincoln have the ball out on the right hand side, Ayoma goes in for the header, but McFadzean wins it and is out for a Lincoln throw in out on the right hand side. Back to you, Jacob, or Motti, whoever's doing it.
With Jacob for now. Motti will make his appearance at some point in the second half of the game tonight. Sheepskin coat will have to be fetched from downstairs in the gaff, but here's Adoon on the left-hand side now, the left back for Lincoln. Adoon looking for options. He's tracked well by Lyndon Gooch, and he does go back. That's good pressing from Sunderland there. As Lewis Mamonza is on the ball, my first beer of the evening, Brewdog Hazy Jane. Let us know in the comment section below what cans you're on tonight. Hashtag cans. That's if we get to Wembley, of course.
I'm on the rich energy myself.
You actually?
That's a joke. I'm just drinking water.
Yeah, I was going to say. Lincoln have the ball now, playing it to Adam Jackson in the middle. Jackson's going for a long ball over the top to, and it finds Adoon here on the left-hand side. Will he take Bailey Wright on? Are they going to put the ball into the box? Bailey Wright does well to track him, but it's a poor delivery in the end, and Sunderland deal with it as Josh Scowen knocks it out to Charlie Wyke. Scowen on the ball now. It's gone out for a throw to Sunderland on this right-hand side. Breaking play. Live chat. What's people been saying, Doddsy?
Chris Lawson, 120 people watching. Everyone give it a like. Twitch, I would agree with. Get yourself liking the video. Casual observer, regular to the channel, friend of the channel says Ben Johnny will fire us to Wembley. I'm not sure how Ben Johnny will do it, but unfortunately he couldn't even fire a goal for us when he was playing for us. Never mind whatever he's doing now. Yeah, no idea. And Tyler Purnham, the Plymouth fan who's joined us today, says no, how's McFadzean been doing the whole season? Defensively poor. It's defensively poor is how I would sum it up.
Yeah, and my live stream. Oh no, it's not frozen, thank God. Timothy Ayomo, that's how I'm going to pronounce his name. Apologies if that's wrong. I do want to get players' names right. But here, Lincoln have the ball now on the left-hand side. Brennan Jackson forward. A ball into the box from Max Saunders, but headed out, I think, by Josh Scowen there. George Grant. But Lincoln give the ball away very sloppily as Aidan McGeady has it now. He's been very quiet so far in the opening 10 minutes. Sunderland's 4 assists assist hero man from Saturday's game against Donny. Ball from Ledbetter. Will it find Scowen? Is he going to keep his feet? But no. Max Saunders wins it back, and Lincoln are going to form an attack here. They've got options down the flanks, and they use one of them on the right-hand side. And here's Anthony Scully. Is he going to get a ball into the box? He does, and it's headed out by Luke O'Nine for Lincoln's first corner of the evening. Deano.
What minute are you on, Jacob?
We're on 9:24, boss, on mine at the moment. Lincoln seem to be using the ball very well when they're in possession in the first 10 minutes, I must say.
Moving it quickly anyway.
Yeah.
As Chris Smith on the live chat says, he likes our graphics, he likes scoring text. Thank you. Took a little bit of effort, but it was I think it was Philly who sorted all that out as the ball comes back in.
It's a corner on the far left-hand side. It's going to be taken by their star man, George Grant, their top goal scorer this season as well. It's brought in, it's a header, and it's over the top from Lewis Mamonza, goal kick to Sunderland. Yeah,
Chris Smith, again, on the live chat, he's joining us from Canada. I think he was here the last stream as well. Chris Law says, in my house. Tyler Perm says, Luke, Jeff Cott from Plymouth better than Wyke. Yeah, probably is. His conversion rate's really great.
No, I'm not having that. No, I ain't having that. I'm sorry.
He's not getting on the plane to the Euros. And
but anyway, is Lyndon Gooch going to win this battle here? He does. And it's been given as a foul to Lincoln. Unfortunately, I thought Gooch won the physical battle really well with Tayu Adoon there. But the referee decides to give a free kick to Lincoln. But here come the visitors with the ball. Number 20, Brennan Jackson, passes it back to George Grant. George Grant's going to go for a switch pass, which he finds very well to Timothy Ayomo. And he comes forward with the ball. I think that's Max Saunders on the right-hand side. Max Saunders looking for a cross for the outside of his foot. Tom Hooper looking to get on it, but it's cleared away by Sunderland, but it's finds itself back into the path of George Grant. Max Saunders now. Is he going to go back to the defence? No, he plays the ball forward. George Grant, and that's a brilliant through pass to Ayomo. Ayomo trying to get the ball into the box, but well tackled there by Luke O'Nine. Luke O'Nine in the centre-back role tonight alongside Bailey Wright. George Grant, and a suspicion of a foul there on the edge of the box by Luke O'Nine on one of their players. I think it was Brennan Jackson. But the ball does go out of play for a Lincoln throw. Deano, what are your thoughts, mate, opening 10 minutes of this one?
Frustrating because I'm not in sync with you, so I'm miles behind.
From what you've seen so far, we'll go with that.
To be fair, I haven't seen most of it because I've been trying to get my stream caught up and I haven't really seen anything because I'm keep clicking off the application trying to get it caught up, but I'm just getting further and further behind.
No worries, mate. I'm sure you'll be joined up level with us at some point as the evening goes on. George Grant now. And it's a ball for Ayomo, and will Bailey Wright get there? He does. That's a great tackle from the Sunderland centre-half. He had acres of space there when the ball was played over the top, but here comes Sunderland now. Josh Scowen. He had the through run of Lyndon Gooch there, but he goes for the option of Max Power instead. Lyndon Gooch now on the right-hand side. He tries to take on the fullback, Adoon, but it goes out for a Sunderland throw. Grant Ledbetter playing it back to Bailey Wright. It's a good chance for a Sunderland attack there. An opportunity missed, I should say. They had a lot more room on the ball than first anticipated, but Sunderland are forging another attack here. Charlie Wyke, he passes the ball back to Luke O'Nine. Dan Neal in the middle of the park, playing alongside the experienced head of Grant Ledbetter. Ledbetter back in the team this evening after being left out on Saturday. Ledbetter on the right-hand side to Lyndon Gooch, but he was claiming for a handball, but here comes Lincoln now with the left-back Adoon on the ball. And he does beat the first challenge of Josh Scowen. What's he going to do with it now? Plays it to McFrandles in the middle of the park, their central midfield player. The midfield three Lincoln are going with, according to the formation I've got this evening. Ayomo now. He's looked dangerous when he's on the ball, but here's Timothy Ayomo now. Is he going to go for the shot and it goes over the top? That's a poor effort and it will be a goal kick to Sunderland. Should have done better there. He had acres of space on the ball, but lovely one-touch play there from the visitors for Michael Appleton's side. Dodsey, what's been happening on the live chat?
DJ Earth is miles ahead. It's full-time. We've won 3-0, which was followed up by Chris Law, who said, I'm ahead by 2 years. We just drew against Leicester and Marcus Rashford scored twice.
Oh, in my dreams at the moment, mate, I tell you.
We don't want to know about your dreams, Jacob.
Oh, Jack, be quiet, honestly.
I know. I need me juice box, that's why.
No, Dollars dishwater your banter so far tonight, mate.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're doing great, son. You're doing great. But Josh Scowen finding Callum McFadzean. The Dan Neil in the middle of the park, looking for a pass to play, but finds Grant Leadbitter. He goes for the 1-2 option with Josh Scowen. Leadbitter crying out for the ball to be played back to him, but Josh Scowen goes back to Bailey Wright. Ball from Bailey Wright over the top. Will it find Callum McFadzean there? And it unfortunately won't, and it goes out for a Lincoln throw. Could have done better there, McFadzean, but
just as we approach the 15-minute mark, do you want to switch in commentary, Deano? I know you can't do it.
No, just keep going, Jacob, because what do you call it? I think Phil's coming on. I'm too far behind.
Aye. I'll seeing as you've done 15 minutes, Jacob, I'll call it if you want.
Yeah, no worries.
As Max Power has the ball in the centre of the park here, just inside the centre circle, looks for a forward pass to Josh Scowen, which he did miss, but it goes to Dunn. Lincoln's left back goes inside to Josh Grant, their number 10, their whole midfielder, looking to hold things together today. As the ball goes to Lincoln City's left centre back, number 5, that is Jackson. Now it finds Monsmer, the right centre back, number 4, who pings it upfield. Luke 19 tries to win the header, but it goes out for what looks to be a Sunderland goal kick. On the live chat, Max Beale joins us from Minnesota, USA. And I've seen someone else from Canada there in a second. It'll come up. Although I can't find it, so maybe I didn't say it. Chris Smith says, I'm in Clairview, wherever that is, as Lee Burge looks to line up to take this goal kick. Spits on his gloves, look to be a left-footed striker as it normally is. Looks for the head of Charlie Wyke. Ball's over the top of both Wyke and his defender, as the referee gives a free kick to Lincoln City on the edge of their own box after a foul done by Lyndon Gooch on, I believe, Monsmer. On the live chat, Adam Fox says, why is SAFC not streaming the game? It's just audio. Unfortunately, Adam, because it was on Sky Sports, I don't believe SAFC Live have the rights to it, so that's why the game's not only shown on Sky.
I'm level with you, Jack, now, by the way.
My stream has just jumped back by about 2 minutes. Fantastic. Do you want to take over, Jacob?
Yeah, no,
I can't, mate. What I've got on now.
You know, let us know in the comments tonight if you're having problems with your Sky Go. By the way, that's what I'm on now. Seems to be freezing quite a bit.
I'm on Now TV, and I'm further back than actual streams. I don't understand how I'm so far
I'm watching on Sky Sports. Remember, you don't know who could be watching.
No, anyway, I'm using Now TV.
Lewis Mamonsa all over the top.
Go on.
To George Grant now. Lovely first touch from Lincoln star man. McGrandle, oh, that's a brilliant first touch from McGrandles there, and he plays a Yomo in on the right-hand side. And Lincoln going to cross the ball. McGrandles, he finds space. It's going to be cleared out by McFadzean. It is. But it's back into the path of George Grant. So Lincoln have slowly started to grow into this game when they're in possession now. Lewis Mamonsa, Ayomo, McGrandles, Anthony Scully looking to play a 1-2 with McGrandles. Is he going to keep it in play? And no, he's not. It goes out for a Sunderland throw. I must say, though, the last few minutes we have been struggling to get into the game. That Lincoln have managed to creep their way back in. When they're on the ball, they don't go outside. Having said that, they are the side who are currently top of League One right now. Callum throw on the far left-hand side. I think he went for the head of Charlie Wyke, but the ball is now back in Lincoln's possession. Adam Jackson now.
I'm probably further behind than you now.
Max Saunders. Adam Jackson, and my stream is unfortunately frozen. Yeah.
Well, I'll take over. So on my screen, Grant finds a Yoma out on the right-hand side. Lincoln City, some nice link-up play here on the right. It's not their number 11. Scully looks for the run of Grant, but he couldn't find him. But it's going to be a Sunderland throw-in out on the left-hand side, right inside our half, next to the corner flag. It looks as if it would be Callum McFadzean to take, or at least that's what I'd expect anyway. Dominic Barton in the live chat is, evening lads, is Dreyfus at the match tonight? I don't know. We tend to find it out at halftime. Oh, what's that?
George Grant here. Oh, it's a space. He's got space and the offside flag goes up.
Jacob, what minute are you on?
18, 57, 58, 59. Just reached 19 minutes.
18 minutes and 20 seconds now. Good evening to we, Philly, who's joined us.
Good evening, we, Philly.
I'm 19 minutes, 35 seconds.
Right, you're
19.
You're not 19 forever.
But it's us together.
So I've not seen any of the game yet. How are we doing?
It started well, but they've crept back into it slowly, I must say.
Yeah, nothing major's happened yet. No one's had any major chances, I wouldn't say.
That's a poor kick from Lee Burge there. Phil might continue in the commentary.
Sorry, you want me to commentate? Are you sure?
You're the furthest ahead.
Are you ahead by like a couple of seconds?
I'm on 20 minutes now.
20 minutes. I haven't even reached that yet.
Yeah,
right, all right.
90 minutes, 10 seconds. Give it a bash, Phil. You're good at that.
All right, we're on the ball through the middle. It's gone out on our left-hand side. It's played back into the centre to who we got, Bailey Wright there. Just over halfway, back across to Grant Ledbetter out on the wing to McGeady. McGeady on the left-hand side and intercepted by the Lincoln player and back to Bailey Wright. He's into their half just outside the box, and it is Gooch down the right-hand side and still waiting to get a cross in, and it's going to go out for almost a corner, but it's gone out for a throw into Sunderland right at the corner flag. 21 minutes gone. It's still a Sunderland 0, Lincoln 0. Max Power to take the throw. Into Gooch, back through the centre to Luke O'Neill and McGee. Oh, it's not McGeady. Yes, McGeady through the middle and out wide, intercepted by the Lincoln player. And they're just in their own half and coming across halfway. They're on the attack now. Lincoln going to put their number 9. Right, it's out to the left-hand side. Cross goes in, over and out for a goal kick. Jack, anything happening on the chat?
Yeah, Lewis Gutierrez says, greetings from Colombia. Adam Fox in thanks. Dominic Barton's in the picture's dreadful. It doesn't look too bad on my screen. Andrew Wiz, Jacob's on the cards. I've barely finished my morning coffee.
It's a very good can, this one, by the way.
Jacob, what do you think so far then?
It was good the first 5, but we've sort of dropped off a bit. The tempo's gone down a little bit. We're struggling to find our feet in this one, to be honest. We're just looking for the right option. Oh, go on, Gooch. And he wins a free kick.
Are you what minutes you're on, Jacob?
22:50, boss.
All right, well, keep going.
God,
right,
I'm over a minute behind.
Live streams all over the place, leveling them up tonight. I do apologies for that. But Lyndon Gooch, he's got a free kick here in a promising position, I should say, depending on who's going to whip this in. Most likely will be Geeds. And it's the first yellow card of the game. Tayo Adoon goes into the book after that foul on Lyndon Gooch. But 3 Sunderland players are stood around it, one of them being Ada McGeady. Grant Ledbetter, I think Lyndon Gooch is the other one, the one who drew the foul. Would it be the left foot of Gooch or the right foot of either McGeady or Ledbetter to be swung into the box here?
Well, I've got late goal kick, so shows how far behind I am.
It looks like it will be Ada McGeady. Will this reach the head of Charlie White? It did 4 times on Saturday. McGeady's ball into the box. It's a dangerous one. It falls into the path of one of Lincoln's defenders, but the goalkeeper Palmer easily gathers. Probably the most dangerous bit of attack Sunderland have forged so far this evening. Just couldn't find the feet of one of our lads in the box there. But here come Lincoln with the ball. Lewis Mamonsa, George Grant, Max Saunders, struggling for options. And he'll go out onto the left for Tayo Adoon. and and it falls to George Grant here. It took a deflection off Ledbetter, but Grant was in a promising position. Adoon, Max Saunders, and Sunderland are back in possession now. Dan Neil, Max Power going for the 1-2 with that. That's a lovely play there as Lyndon Gooch, he comes forward with the ball. This could be promising for the lads. Dan Neil on the right-hand side. Is he going to go for the 1-2 option with Lyndon Gooch? And he struggles to get past his man, Conor McGrandles, and he draws the foul. 24 minutes gone. Sunderland 0, Lincoln City 0. That was disappointing there.
Are we ready to play it, Jack? Anything on the chat?
On the chat. Let's go to the chat.
Paul Beansley says, Lincoln look much better than us keeping the ball. White and McGeady haven't been in the game, to which I would agree with. They haven't really got a chance to work their magic yet. Thomas, I've got no idea how to say your second name. Sorry, says, come on, lads, let's go to Wembley. C. Mitten says, hello, Philly. The game has been boring so far. Agreed.
Yeah, it's been a bit dull.
Tom says, I don't watch the games, but I have a bet on Lincoln. My ACCA based on table positions. I placed it.
What are you doing, honestly? Adam Jackson with a long ball over the top, and it goes all the way out for a goal kick. That's pretty much sums up the opening 25 minutes, to be honest, that bit of play there. Bit of a dull game so far. It's just crying out for a little bit of quality in the final third to enlighten.
I think, though, we've still got second half Sunderland to come out, so it looks like it's been a little bit scrappy at the moment.
Yeah,
didn't really. Well, I'm going to cancel my hotel, I think, at half time.
Is that boot with Gaza, is it?
What? Oh God!
Who do you think?
we're talking about the football, Philly, man, not that.
Yeah, shame. Looks like there's no chance of any parties in Trafalgar Square if we get there this year. Unfortunately, sad times in the world we live in. George Grant. And it's a header, and it's Ada McGeady and acres of space on the left-hand side. This is promising here, McGeady. He's got acres of room to cross the ball, and that's a poor one there. Very, very poor. Charlie White was steaming at the back post, but steaming into the box, but it's a poor cross from McGeady. Unlike him, considering the ones that he put in for Charlie White on Saturday, and it goes out for a goal kick to Lincoln. Yeah, that's a poor delivery there, and Charlie White was in acres of space. Him charging into the box.
Don't forget, then it's still 0-0. I'm sounding like a Dalek. Is that me?
I know they make it even worse, that effect on the stream.
We have got a breaking play. McFadzean receiving treatment, I think, for a head injury, I think.
Right, well, I'm 27 minutes in. It's still 0-0. Absolutely no chance of getting to Wembley on this display at the moment, is how I see it. And it's that McFadzean. He's a good-looking, handsome lad, isn't he?
Oh, thanks, Phil.
Lee Johnson's better looking, isn't
Aaron Fisher on the chat says 3-2 to Sunderland. Kyle Larkin says, away the lads. Let's get 1-0, apparently. Chris Law, a lot of echo, Philly. Ho ho! See, I told you I was getting echo.
Echo. Tyra Doon.
Well, I thought you worked for Hermes on Amazon.
George Grant now. Adam Jackson. Max Saunders going for the 1-2 with the centre-half Jackson. Both sides just struggling to really find their feet so far. It's been hardly any chances in the opening half an hour. Here comes McGrandles. George Grant now on the left-hand side. Is he looking for the overlapping run? But he finds McGrandles. George Grant, and it's a ball played through here. And it's dealt with by Bailey Wright. Has it? And Bailey Wright prevents it from going out for a corner, and Lyndon Gooch volleys it away. Good play from Son, and that's a lovely first touch from Dan Neil there. And he plays it back to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien is struggling for options, though. Looks like he will have to come out, and Luke O'Nien volleys it forward. Looking like he's drawing a foul there, but Sunderland will be happy to carry on as Grant Ledbetter plays it through to Charlie White to run onto, and he does win the ball. He plays it back to McFadzean. Josh Scowen. Grant Ledbetter. To Max Power. And the ball is given. Oh no, but it's back. It finds Lyndon Gooch now. This is promising. Lyndon Gooch cuts in on his left, cuts in on his left again. Lyndon Gooch. Ball on the right-hand side to Max Power. It's crying out for a decent cross, but he has got the overlapping run of Dan Neil on the right-hand side. Dan Neil's ball in. It's easy dealt with by one of their centre-halves and whacked away by a Doom, but in the process of that, he wins his side a free kick.
Tom M says non-biased score prediction, lads, just to see how many Sunderland fans because of the stream. Well, I actually predicted a 2-1 loss, so I guess you could see that's non-biased. Arsenal TV3 says, forever Newcastle's shadow. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop us a like. It does really help us out. Chris Law saying a lot of echo for you. So Tom M says, since there are no extra time will penalties count for bets, does anyone know? There'll be no outright betting option. I've got absolutely no idea. I'm only a child, so I don't bet, as I'm sure Philly will manage to point out before we end the stream.
On that. She bets a lot now, yeah. Brennan Jackson.
Clearly, she lost the bet, Marion Philly.
God. And Charlie Wyke draws the foul there from the centre-half, Lewis Mamonsa. Struggled to get into this game, Charlie Wyke, so far. We do need to put decent crosses into them, into Sunderland's star man, and we haven't done that so far. It has been disappointing. Bit of a soft foul, I should say, on our big number 9. Anyway, we're back in possession. McFadzean back to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien to Grant Ledbetter now. What options are you going to go for? Is he going to go to the left or the right? And he goes back to Max Power. Max Power now. That's a lovely through ball. Josh Scowen. He struggled for options there in the final third. He goes back to McGeady. McGeady looking to take on his man. Aidan McGeady now. He cuts inside, but it's well dealt with by one of Lincoln's defenders, I think. Dan Neil, though. And Dan Neil, does he give the ball away? No, it finds itself back into the path of Callum McFadzean. McFadzean now to Charlie Wyke. Aidan McGeady, this is promising in Lincoln's final third. McGeady, and it's Callum McFadzean in the box. McFadzean goes for goal, and it tried to reach the far corner. It's probably Sunderland's best chance of the game so far. A lovely cut inside there from Sunderland's left back. Probably our best move of the game so far, with a pass there from Aidan McGeady. Did well to outmuscle his marker. And he went for that far corner, but I think the goalkeeper had that covered and it was a bit too wide of the post watching on the replay there. But that's Sunderland's best chance of the game. So
I'm sure I'll see that. Whoa! Go on,
and we won a corner out of it. It looks like it took a deflection on the way. Couldn't see that on the replay, but Sunderland have, I think, their first corner of the match so far. Grant Ledbetter takes Ledbetter's ball in, and it's volleyed by Josh Scowen over the top, but there was a foul in the build-up as the corner was taken, I think, by Luke O'Nien, and it's a free kick to Lincoln. What are we saying on the live chat, Dodzu?
Chris Law says Sunderland doesn't ever win back-to-back games. I would agree with that. We never do. Tom M says Aidan McGeady still plays. I'm Irish. Didn't even know. Yeah, he doesn't. He does. Sorry, he still plays just about every week. He did get frozen up the squad for a while, but he's been back in. He's been playing relatively consistently since Lee Johnson got appointed for Sunderland. I'm just getting that Callum McFadzean chance through in a second now, I think, Jacob. So I'm really far behind.
Yeah.
Yep, I've just seen it there. It was close.
Looking to start another attack. He's going to be crucial if Sunderland are going to get their first goal this evening. McGeady's ball over the top, and it's once again another poor one. He's struggled to really make an impact on this game so far. Sunderland's 4 assists man from the weekend. And all the shots from this game so far have come from the opposition. So Sunderland need to do more to really put a stamp on this game at the moment. The score remains Sunderland 0, Lincoln 0. 33 minutes gone and my watch along so far. Philly, we'll come to you. What's been your impression of this semi-final at the moment? Bit of a dull one, I must say.
He's talking to Karen, so I'll quickly jump on for you in a second. But I just want to mention as well, very quickly, we've got 180 people watching live, only 83 likes. Can we get to 100 likes before half time? Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Just that button, the thumbs up, gives us a like. It really helps us out there to get our content out there. 5.13k subscribers as well. I've went up a little bit since last time I had a look. Thank you everyone for subscribing. If you are new to the channel, make sure to do so. We do this for every single game, as well as our other shows that we do on a weekly basis. Back to you, Jake. Are we going to be joined by Mark?
No,
Or rather,
let me jump in quickly. A lot of people asking about where they can see the game, asking for streams and stuff like that. It is actually it's live on Sky. So if you have Sky, that's where you can get it. But you're much better tuning into us on our commentary down here. Far better than watching it on Sky. Much better crack. And we're hopefully trying to see if Jacob's got some earphones he can stick in, because we think he's the problem for the echo that me and Jack are getting. Did you get that?
He's not just the problem for that. He's not just the problem for that, Philly.
Oh, cheers, Jack.
So we'll just try and...
Is there any tape to put on my mouth? I just won't bother with the commentary now. Oh, dear. Looks like the geezer, Tyler Doon's okay after receiving treatment. Same with Callum McFadden after a head injury earlier. Probably...
we definitely think the problem's coming from you, Jacob. If you've got earphones, have you got earphones you can plug in or not?
Let me try and fish the set out.
You fish your set out, and what we'll do, we'll keep it going. Philip Ashman, you have echo on Jack, apparently. Well, what they don't know is Jack and I have got a little competition going tonight, seeing who can have the most echo. But we do think we are trying to sort that out. 35 minutes gone on mine here, and it's still 0-0. Still on our way to Wembley at the moment. Jacob, over to you.
Does this sound any better?
It sounds the same, but without the echo.
Oh, right. Okay.
Just Luke Moore on the live chat is what happens if it finishes a draw. 30 minutes of added time, then it goes to penalties. Although you could potentially say there shouldn't really be any added time with the amount of games we're playing, but hey-ho, so is like that. Tom M asking what stream. We've got no idea. We're just watching it live on Sky, mate. That's all. Yeah, back to you, Jacob. Oh, come on. Is Monty going to take over at any point soon?
Yeah, it like I said before, you'll have to be second half when I go and fetch the sheepskin coat downstairs.
Yeah. Ask your dad is what you'll have to do.
Yeah, I think
make sure he doesn't walk in on you again like he did, like you mentioned on Sunday.
He's left for Graf, mate. Jack.
But at this time, what job does he do?
Right, are we back in play?
Yes, we are.
Jacob, are we back in play? We're like,
yes, we are. But Bailey, right. As I was rudely interrupted by Dodsey there. Luke 09.
My apologies.
Callum McFadden all over the top. Is Scowen onside? Yes, he is. Oh, no, the offside flag does go up pretty late there, I should say. Yeah, bit of a dull last few minutes from the home side. Really, really struggled to string any form of decent attacks together, I should say, as Charlie White tries to close down the goalkeeper, Palmer. But Palmer plays it over the top. And Aidan McGeady on the left-hand side, he's looking to cross the ball. It's a decent ball into the box and it's headed out. Will Josh Gowan reach it? He does. It's going to go for the shot of Ledbetter and it's way over the top. That's a poor effort.
Are we out of play?
Yep, a goal kick to Lincoln. Philly, you're wanting in there?
No, I thought are you out of play?
The ball is out of play, yes.
Oh, that's good. That's all right. There you go. Ant Smith-Wells says, when's the draw for the final taking place?
Oh, my God. Oh, dear.
Well, I think it looks very scrappy, and from what I've seen so far, I think Lincoln
I don't understand that joke.
I've had more of the play for me, and they look. Oh, it's woeful. That's woeful. Yeah, back in play, Jacob. Are we back on commentary?
Yes, we are. Lee Burge playing the ball out from the back to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright going for a 1-2 option with Lee Burge's.
Zambol.
Sunderland struggling for options, trying to play the ball out from the back. Lee Burge. It's a decent kick, finds Max Power. Lyndon Gooch in a decent amount of space here. Lyndon Gooch is going to go for the switch pass to find Callum McFadden on the left-hand side. It's a brilliant first touch from the left back. McFadden now to Aidan McGeady. Will he put a decent cross in? McGeady. He goes for goal, however. It's a decent save from Palmer. And Josh Scowen. Now he plays it back to Aidan McGeady. Sunderland's best. McGeady's ball into the box again. And will Sunderland look to get their feet on it? They do. Grant Ledbetter. And he goes back to Bailey Wright. Was the wrong option there for me. Grant Ledbetter. Yeah, but Sunderland looking to create momentum from creating that chance there. Charlie White trying to out-muscle his marker. And the ball does go out of play. Jack, you can go in there.
Yeah, I was going to ask what seconds you want because my streams just jumped forward to 39 minutes, 32 seconds.
39:45.
Right, okay. Or at least I've somewhat caught up. On the live chat, Conrad saying that only extra time in the final straight depends if it's a draw. I just read that it was 30 minutes of extra time a day. And then it was going to be extra time in the final as well. But maybe not. I guess that's something we can find out. If someone could confirm for us, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, Max Powers
throw there. Hull a 3-0 up.
Oh, really? Oof. Ledbetter on the ball now. Finding Aidan McGeady. McGeady looking to take on their defence again, but it's a poor pass. He tried to find Dan Neal this time. And Josh Scowen brings it down brilliantly. Lyndon Gooch cuts inside. He's on his favoured left foot now. Lyndon Gooch, he goes for the option with McGeady out on the left. McGeady's going to put a ball in. And he'll go for the option with Callum McFadzean. McFadzean's deep ball into the box and it almost found the head of Max Power. But it will fall to Grant Ledbetter on the right-hand side. It's easily dealt with by Lincoln's defence. And they win a free kick in the process. Yeah, decent ball in from McFadzean as well. Max Power.
Sorry, both of them.
Yeah. It was just the wrong player in the wrong area at the wrong time. Should have been Charlie Wyke in that position there. But
so nothing was right.
Yeah, surely a bit more confidence can come from those two chances that Sunderland have created in the last few moments there. But I think Lee Johnson overall, I think he'll be disappointed, to be honest, with this first half performance. I think it's a bit flat most of the time, to be honest. We haven't really put our stamp on the game when we've been on the ball so far.
Are we feeling confident of getting to Wembley then? I thought 4-1 before we started. I might change that now to 4-1 to Lincoln, possibly.
No, I think probably the way how this game is going, like a scrappy.
Do you not work for Amazon now?
Silence there.
It would be doom and gloom if I worked for Amazon. Where are we on? I'm 41-41. Am I well behind you?
Just
behind me. I'm 41-49.
Grant Ledbetter.
Right.
And he's looking for options in the middle of the park. Dan Neal was screaming for the ball there, but he goes back to Bailey Wright. Bit disappointing there in terms of his decision making on the ball. But Max Power, when he go back to the defence, he will. Struggling for options yet again. Bailey Wright, and he goes back to Lee Burrs. Flat. Poor, I think, personally. We need to make more runs in the final third.
You've got the runs.
To receive the ball. Absolutely. Luke O'Nien now. Playing to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien trying to drive forward with the ball and look for options. Luke O'Nien, but he goes back to Grant Ledbetter. Ledbetter now to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright on the right-hand side to Max Power. Lovely bit of Olé time there from Max Power. Did a bit of few. Olé! Oh, but it's a ball over the top. Charlie White couldn't get his head on it. And a Doon clears, and it's out for a Sunderland throw, but in a promising position. On the right-hand side.
Just had the Olé moment there.
It's like magic power.
It doesn't really work when there's no players anywhere near you.
Nah. I think I'll just about accept it because we don't normally see Max Power do silky skills like that.
Yeah. Tom live chat says, judging by the commentary, we seem to be all over Lincoln. We're getting back on top of them. I think, again, I would say Ant Smith-Well says 1-0 written all over it. I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. I think you could be right, Ant.
Yeah, 100%. From the way how it's gone so far. I think it'll be interesting to know, will Johnson make any changes at half-time, to be honest. This game pretty much as flat as a pancake, to be honest. Like Pancake Tuesday was yesterday.
Pancake Day yesterday.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Let us know what you had on your pancakes in the comment section below the other night.
No, don't bother with that. We're not interested. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Philly, for taking it away.
Yeah, ignore wee Philly. He's a bit unhumorous tonight, I should say. Oh, McGeady's ball over the...
Philly, did you mean to click F2 there, or?
And
there'll be very few people who'll get that joke.
Yeah, Deano. And there was a foul in the build-up as he tried to launch a counter-attack for Lincoln there, but he's down on the ground. Looks like the referee has blown for a free kick.
Anyway, the average age of the stream has significantly dropped, hasn't it, Jacob? We've got 2 children running the show now, haven't we? Have you had a juice box tonight?
Yeah, I've in the process of waiting for my meal tonight. I'll get me crayons and me drawing.
Yeah. Well, speaking of food, DJ says Watson, Dave Watson live chat says the game is like a pizza. It's still rising in the oven. I think you've seen the game's just getting ready. Yeah, it's taken a long time to get going. This game.
And you can add three minutes.
Difficult to comment on.
3 minutes of added time at the end of the half. Deano tries a cross, but has it been kept in play by Yobo? No, it hasn't. A throw to Sunderland. Let us know also in the live comment section if you've ordered your Papa John's tonight and what toppings are you going for on your pizza.
No, don't. That's boring.
Yeah.
Can you ask something interesting, Jacob?
Well, Hull missed your dead jokes at the start of the show, so they
were funnier than yours.
Yeah, to be fair, they never gave us a plug.
Right, we'll try again. Hull are winning 4-0 now at Wigan, so they're flying at the moment, aren't they? We're back in play, Jacob?
Yes, we are. And it is Brennan Johnson on the ball. Max Powell, good tackle there.
And Lyndon Gooch. Read a comment out in the live chat. I'll go on.
Try. Grant Ledbetter.
Who's still in play?
Decent ball. McGeady. Charlie Wyke. Dan Neal. Charlie Wyke.
Have you seen it?
I think I know which one you're on about, yeah. But I'll let you potentially read some out. But there's the next break in play, Dodsey. Ball over the top, Max Power. Charlie Wyke's physicality doesn't come to great effect. Has he been fouled there? No, he hasn't. The referee hasn't given it. Brennan Jackson has been fouled, though, by Lyndon Gooch, free kick to Lincoln. What's happening?
Well, we're just debating whether we actually block Dennis Quaalude or whatever his name is.
Oh no, his comments are fantastic. Dennis Quaalude in the live chat says, "Where did the old dude go? Where did you go, Philly?"
Well, it was time for my Horlicks. I went to get a Werther's original. That's what I did.
Did you have to use the stair lift?
All right, enough's enough, young Jack.
What was it? Use it with frame that you used instead.
And here, Sunderland looking to forge an attack here. Charlie Wyke, Josh Scowen, and he loses the ball. I think we're approaching the last few seconds till the end of the first half. But here comes Brennan Johnson on the ball now. He cuts inside. Is he going to go for a goal? No, he's not. He plays it back to Max Saunders. Max Saunders on the left-hand side to Tayo Deano. He goes back to George Grant, who has struggled to get into the game so far, George Grant. Max Saunders is ball in. Oh, it's a bit of a miscommunication at the back, but Max Power volleys it away. And the half-time whistle goes in this Papa John's Trophy semi-final. Half-time score, Sunderland 0, Lincoln City 0. Dodsey, what do you reckon of the lads' performance in that first 45, mate?
Well, very drab is the 2 words I will use as drab. There's just been nothing really to comment on. We've only really had 2 or 3 chances. Lincoln haven't really had many either. Both teams just trying to figure each other out, and neither of us have actually really kind of got going. As I say, it seems as if both teams trying to figure each other out, but it's a bit of a stalemate where we aren't really committing, they aren't really committing, and I'm hoping in the second half. I'm to be honest, the most important thing is the result. But I'm hoping in the second half that maybe one of us just commits a bit more, and all of a sudden the game just opens up a little bit. Josh Bell on the live chat saying Jack McGeady is levels above the rest of this team. He needs more help. That I'm not going to read those unkind words out about Gooch. He's saying Gooch has been dreadful. Yeah, I said on Twitter the other day, I was like, yeah, I was wrong about McGeady. My assessment was that it was potentially down to him still coming back to fitness, but yeah, McGeady looks back to his best now, and he looks as if I was wrong. I can hold my hands up. DJ says, Watson says, hot and spicy, just like the game. This game is far from hot and spicy, David. Far from hot and spicy. Very drab is the words I would use to describe this. Chris Smith says 103 likes. Yes. Are we on 103 likes? If we are, thank you very much. We did see 100 likes by half time. We've managed to 100 in here. That is absolutely fantastic. 200 is to go by the end of the stream. So if you haven't already, 178 people watching, just hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. Not even that. It takes 2 seconds. It takes a second. Just give us the thumbs up on the live stream. Really does help us out. Right, Philly, you've only been watching the game for about 10 minutes. But what was your assessment?
The 10 minutes I saw, I don't know. I don't think we're doing that well. I've been trying to keep track on what's happened to Deano, because I think it was a bit sad that he's had to come off because he was lagging behind as per usual, like his deliveries. I'm not confident, to be honest, after watching the first half. What I've seen of it, I just think it's scrappy. I don't think either team have really tested the goalies. In fact, have the goalies had anything to save yet? All the shots have seemed to have gone a bit wayward. So, for me, Sunderland are never the same team. 2 halves. So hopefully, second half, Sunderland are going to come out and be a lot better. But having said that, I thought we were brilliant on Saturday, first half and second half. So maybe we've used one of our good halves up, and maybe now we're going to be poor first half and second half. Right. I am the Doominator. Go on.
I was going to say, normally you're Mr. Positivity, everything's good in the world. Josh Bell, you've got a fan, Philly, and Josh Bell, it says that deserves a kiss from Philly to get 100 likes. So will you be giving Josh a kiss? Maybe if you order something from Hermes, Josh, you never know. It might just get delivered by the man himself.
I nearly said something really, really rude. What I'll do is that I'll put it in the private chat. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Have we asked Jack to take over, because I'm old. Carry on.
Yeah, as I'm fully aware. It's difficult because there's not been a lot to comment on. I hope in the second half this game opens up, and I think the way to do that is for one team to just kind of commit and to kind of go for it. The way to do that could be to make a substitution. And just go a bit more attacking. The game's been a bit slow. Is that down to Grant Ledbetter in midfield? Potentially, I do really rate him, but is he slowing the game down a little bit? I guess there's a possibility there. As I say, 2 teams who just don't seem to be quite getting the edge over each other. That's my assessment, basically. We'll go to Jacob Kirkbride. What is your assessment? Why is the game so slow? We've said it's slow, but why is it so? Why is it slow?
Wrong decision making, struggling to put a stamp down on the game. Poor in possession, just energy levels have dropped after the first 5 minutes, to be honest. Some of these comments.
Would we would we change it round at half time? What you should suggest? Jordan Jones coming on and getting some stuff down the wing and getting some balls in the centre. Would that be a good move, Jack?
He was literally someone I was just about to suggest. Jordan Jones and Jack Diamond, 2 people who could come on, who are both quite pacey and both seem to offer us that directness that can sometimes just open up a game, because you can run straight at defenders and they end up making mistakes. So I would like to see Jones and Diamond come on. Just as I say, it could open up the game just that little bit more. We seem to be a bit slow going forward. You've got remember these lads put a real shift in last Saturday as well. That could be playing in our hands. As much as I did call for both McGeady and White to start, it might be a smart decision to take the likes of those players off. We put such a shift in on Saturday. Not to rest them, but purely because they might not have the energy to offer us something. Whereas Maguire hasn't played in weeks. Why not just chuck Maguire on? Jones and Diamond don't get a lot of game time. It's those fresh legs that could come on and just completely open the game up.
Fair enough. Dominic Barton on the chat says, "Is Dreyfus at the game tonight?" We've not seen him, so we're assuming not. Does anybody know any different, Jack?
I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. But there's potential because I don't think he's flown back to France. Anyway, I'm just going to pop off for just a quick moment just to get a glass of water.
Right, not a problem. On the chat, Wyke SAFC, Scowen's first touch is atrocious. Apparently, would you change it then, Jack? So, are you not impressed with Scowen first half? No.
You mean Jacob, mate? No.
Sorry, Jacob. Sorry.
I think as a team, individually, I think it's a bit harsh to pick out Scowen. I think overall, I don't think we've been good enough, to be honest. I think looking at the options we have on our bench, Maguire, Jordan Jones, Jack Diamond, I think they'll inject a bit of energy into the side if they're brought on. But I would say looking at the options we have, at least one has to come on at half time, because at the moment we're looking so off the pace compared to what we were on Saturday, to be honest. And I'll tell you what, I'm disappointed watching that so far.
Yeah, I think I've got to agree with you. I mean, it's I don't know. It's what I expected. I thought after Saturday, I thought we'd come out flying, and I also thought that Lincoln won this a couple of years ago, didn't they? And I thought they're top of the league, and they'll definitely want to focus on getting promotion out of League One. So, wouldn't take this probably as serious as what we're going to. I mean, yes, same for us. I mean, it's the league's everything other than this pizza trophy thingy. Quickly on the chat, though, Liam Younger says, tell Philly, I don't want to work. I just want to bang on the drum all day. So,
your followers.
What? Well, there you go. You can still buy it, I think, on Amazon if you want a copy of my single, which is dreadful. But there you go. Max Beale is saying KLD is the. I've not seen anything on any of the TVs we going on around here, but another one, Acacia, saying is that he is at the game. Kieran Gale says we'll nick it 1-0. I think, like Jack said, first half, I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in it now. There's not been, neither of the goalies have been tested. I would definitely like to see Jordan Jones come on because I've been impressed with him so far when he's played for us. I think he's been lively, and I think what are your views, Jacob, on McGeady? Do you think he's first half? How's he been?
He's towards the end of the half. He looked lively, but I think Lincoln have gone with a very effective defensive tactic where they've man-marked him out the game so far. I think he's struggled to really make an impact and struggled to find space in order to cross the ball. And fair play to Lincoln, they've done very well on a defensive point of view, stopping him. But I think if we can just get him in the right areas and in terms of our decision-making, playing the ball to him at the right times, then he can cause damage. But then again, he hasn't done enough tonight when he has been on the ball to really make an impact. He put in a poor cross for Charlie Wyke early on, and even though he was part of a good move that led to a chance for Callum McFadzean, it's not been the best of performances from Geed so far, but things will turn second half, hopefully.
Right, just very quickly, we got 201 people on the stream. Thanks for tuning in. We've got 132 likes. Take a second, just hit the thumbs up. We're looking for 200 by the end of the live stream. If you could. Apparently, Liam Younger says that Hull are now winning 5-0. They're away at Wigan tonight, so they're absolutely bossing it at the moment. Apparently, it's a weekend side against Hull. Jack, I've just asked Jacob about McGeady. Your thoughts on him first half?
He hasn't got a lot of the ball. He hasn't got a lot of time in the ball. He hasn't done what McGeady normally does. He hasn't got the chance to do what he done last Saturday because he hasn't had the space and the time in the ball. And I think Lincoln have quite effectively marked him out the game so far. As soon as he gets the ball, there's players going to him. There doesn't seem to be. He doesn't seem to be getting any time and space in the ball normally to work his magic because the Lincoln players are there to track him down and do it. And I think Lincoln are really well. And it goes for every player. This isn't just McGee. This is every player on the pitch. They haven't really had a chance to do much because it's been a really stale game where anytime we've tried to do something, it seems as if there's always a defender there marking them. And it seems as if it's the same for us. Neither team has really found much space going forward because we both just haven't really committed yet. And I think that's just causing a real stalemate. And it's causing players like McGeady, who would normally be really creative with loads of chances, to just not have it. Anyway, good to see that Motty's back with his coat. He should sure brighten things up in the second half at least.
Do you think then? Are you confident, Jack, that I'll need my number plate, or what?
It's hard to say because the game can change in an instant. Yeah, you've shown us it, Phil. You've shown us it. Oh, don't go down there.
I mean, are you confident we can do this? Because another comment. Sorry about that. Another comment on the chat from Dennis Quaalude. Philly, what was Roker Park like? Roker Park was absolutely tremendous. I wouldn't laugh at you lads just because you lads didn't get to see it. Atmosphere was unbelievable. I've been in there with 50,000 people in Roker Park.
Show us your hybrid one now, Jacob.
And there was no atmosphere like it.
Children watching.
Are you confident for Wembley then, Jack? Still?
Relatively, I mean, look, there's nothing much has really happened in this first half. It's all to play for now in the second half. You know, if either team kind of goes for it and commits to it and go either way, if we push on a bit, you know, that could play in our hands, or we could end up conceding as a result of it. But I'm not too confident because we haven't been brilliant. But equally, Lincoln haven't really challenged us at all, so I'm not confident. I'm just kind of in the middle. You know, I'm kind of, you know, we could go to Wembley, we could not. It all depends on how the second half goes, and I think we need that creativity. But Lincoln they've matched us every time we went forward. They've matched us defensively, and I think we've done the exact same thing when they've came forward. So I'm not confident, but I'm not unconfident. I'm 50-50 at the moment. We're just maybe towards the end of the game we bring a few substitutions on as it gets a few tired legs. Maybe that's when the game will start to open up a bit, and we can look at how confident we are.
Well, I was confident before we started, and I'm not confident at all. And I'm the most positive person out there, but I'm not liking this. Quickly, Dominic Barton said, "Where did Deano go?" Deano was about a minute behind us when he was watching it, so he chucked his dummy out of the pram and decided that I can't do this. I've got to go because he works for Amazon, so they're not as good at where we are. Jacob, are you confident that Wembley's still on the cards or what?
At the moment, I'm on the fence, mate, but it depends what changes Johnson will want to make for second half. I'm staying with that so far. And looks like we are getting a change for the second half. Conor McLaughlin is being stripped and getting ready to come on. Don't know who for though.
Strange one.
Yeah.
Conrad Lee on the chat, whoever he is, going to be 1-0 either way in this game. But fingers crossed, it's going to be how are we apparently? McLaughlin is
on the live chat.
Is coming on.
Bailey Wright.
Right.
Our friend SFC 14.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Can we get someone to remove him, please?
Oh, how does he know?
We can't explain. We can't explain that. It's just a little party trick Jack likes to do before we go live. That's all.
Stop spreading these rumours about me.
Behave yourself. Andy's still a child until Saturday. It is actually it's Jack's 18th birthday on Saturday when he actually becomes a man. So hopefully he will grow up and stop these puerile comments. What he keeps that into
it didn't change anything for you, did it? You're 70 odd and you're a child.
And Tom Hooper's on the ball now. He goes for the shot early on. Lee Burge makes a save. Early chance there for Lincoln in the opening seconds. The second half there. was a challenge from Max Power that ricocheted the ball into the path of Hooper. Comfortable save for Lee Burge.
Probably the first save Burge had to make, I think, really. I might be wrong. It might be secondary serve. He hasn't had to make many anyway.
Can I just say, Dominic Barton, I love you. That's all I'm saying.
Can I say, Conrad Lee, you can't remove him, Jack, because he's speaking the truth.
Oh dear! If you know,
right.
You know.
Who's commenting? Jack, are you up to? Are you almost with
Scowen flicks up to White.
Take it.
Yeah, Grant Nixon. Ledbetter wins the header just ahead of the halfway line. It's Conor McLaughlin who's came on at centre back, plays it back to Max Power. Grant Ledbetter finds Luke O'Nien. We've now got a centre-back partnership of Luke O'Nien and Conor McLaughlin. O'Nien bursts into the midfield now, trying to get an attack movement as he slips over ever so slightly, and he knocks it back to Grant Ledbetter, sat just in front of the halfway line. Ledbetter pings the ball forward. Headers won just on the edge of the Lincoln box as the Lincoln able to work through the midfield. Josh Scowen wins the ball now, middle of the pitch. Aidan McGeady, he's also very central. Aidan McGeady's got a few options, but he wins a free kick for Sunderland just inside Lincoln's half, which he takes straight away. Josh Scowen knocks it back to Luke O'Nien. He stood on the halfway line over his centre-back partner, Conor McLaughlin, out to Max Power on the right-hand side, inside Lincoln's half. Goes inside to Grant Ledbetter. Ledbetter looking to make a move forward. Finds Aidan McGeady. Aidan McGeady very centrally. He rides a challenge. Knocks it over towards the left-hand side where Callum McFadzean, Sunderland's number 25, cuts inside. McFadzean, he's struggling here. He's got a couple of Lincoln players on him. He'll do well to keep the ball, but he manages to win Sunderland a throw in. Karen Monk is clearly commenting on her own body parts when he says, hairy bum. I Sunderland get the score again with Callum McFadzean. Look, O'Nien to take the throw in now as it goes back to Conor McLaughlin at left centre back. Switches it now. Positive pass. Looking for Lyndon Gooch out on the right hand side. Gooch tries to roll for a Sunderland throw in on the right hand side, quite far inside Lincoln's half. Ball goes back to Max Power. Grant Ledbetter knocks it back to Conor McLaughlin, who steps in well. Max Power back to Conor McLaughlin, playing right centre back at the moment. Not got much pressure, although that's changed now with Tom Hopper just pressing him ever so slightly as he looks to switch it back to Lee Burge. Burge finds Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien today at left centre back at the moment still. I wonder if he'll stay there for the rest of the game, probably, as he plays a left-footed pass over towards Lyndon Gooch. It was a good idea. Gooch managed to control the ball well, slips it into Josh Scowen, who loses the ball. Now, Sunderland have it back. Grant Ledbetter in the middle of the park for Sunderland, just inside Lincoln's half. Josh Scowen has it now. Over to Luke O'Nien, who's trying to get Sunderland into the final third. Callum McFadzean just in front of the touchline finds Luke O'Nien. Back to Aidan McGeady, who's been floating quite a lot in the second half. He doesn't seem to be out on the left-hand side just as much as the number 18 for Lincoln, who, I'm not sure, he must have came on as a substitute, puts the ball out, and it's a Sunderland throw-in. Callum McFadzean, a take.
Just quickly on the chat, Lucifer says, welcome from Sunderland Infirmary, working till 11 p.m. Want to win? Come on, the lads. If you're in there, just go make sure, go and talk my mum in, because my mum's in hospital at the moment. So go and look after her. Karen says on the chat she's gonna knack you, Jack.
Good luck. As the left back for Lincoln City looks to clear the ball forward. Won by Conor McLaughlin. Power wins the flick on into the path of Josh Scowen, who takes it down. Finds Lyndon Gooch, who aims to come inside now. Lincoln have the ball back. It's cleared upfield. Hopper wins the header down, but he came from an offside position, I do believe. Oh, no, rather, it was the Sunderland player who came from an offside position, and the referee's just blown his whistle a bit late. Interesting statistic that's came up there. Charlie White hasn't had a single touch in Lincoln City's box, and I think that sums up how this game is going, really. I believe we are back in play, though. We are. Lyndon Gooch out on the right-hand side. He's up against number 6. He does well to knock it past him, and it'll be a Sunderland throw-in out on the right-hand side, as I just mentioned, quite close to the corner flag in Lincoln's half, quite far up the pitch. Hopefully, we can look to do something from this, as it's Max Power to take.
Are we still out of play? No, Conrad said it was
we're in play.
Right, go on then. Let me know when you're not.
On the left-hand side knocks it forward. Header from Lincoln comes back at us. It's taken down by number 11 for Lincoln, which is Scully out on the right-hand side. Ayoma, Lincoln City's right back, knocks it forward. It's a good flick on from Hopper, but Conor McLaughlin's there to intervene as the ball goes back to Lee Burge, just stood on the edge of his own box. Finds Conor McLaughlin, centre-back today, over to Luke O'Nien out on the left-hand side, just inside our own half. McFadzean plays it back to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien looks to bring it into Lincoln City's half as he finds Conor McFadzean. Back to Luke O'Nien. McFadzean. Ledbetter, just inside our own half, just takes it over the halfway line, inside the centre circle, knocks it over to Conor McLaughlin, number 2, at right centre back. Plays it forward to Lyndon Gooch. Good touch, gets him away from the Lincoln defender who manages to get back to recover in time, and it's going to be a Sunderland corner. Wee Philly, what's the live chat saying?
Just Conrad says in the live chat that Bailey Wright got a calf injury, apparently, so that was the reason he's been taken off. That's the reason for the change at half-time.
Well, appreciate that information, Conrad. As Aidan McGeady walks over, looks as if he's going to be taking this corner, I would imagine right-footed. Conor McLaughlin, Charlie White, a few names in the box. Josh Scowen's in there as well. Dan Neal, Luke O'Nien, they're all waiting for the header. There's a bit push and shove in the box as Aidan McGeady puts his right hand up, crosses it in. It wasn't the best ball in the world, to be honest with you. But it actually went out for a goal kick. So, of course, it wasn't. Wait, Philly, have we got anything else on the live chat? Is anyone putting any nasty comments in about me?
No, Chris Law is getting the excuses in already. To be honest, he would rather we played well in the league. That's what we'll all be saying if we don't win this. We've done it to concentrate on the league.
Which is Lincoln are back on the attack with George Grant over to Sanders, who finds Jackson, the left centre-back for Lincoln City, goes out to Dunn, Lincoln City's left-back, who plays a forward ball to Tom Hopper out on the left-hand side. Conor McLaughlin is putting a bit of pressure on him, does well to keep it in, finds Dunn as the referee blows his whistle and gives a free kick out on the left wing, just on the touchline, really. I would say about 25 yards from our goal. Lincoln City made it to take a quickly over, just getting the replay. It was Conor McLaughlin came through the back of Hopper, really, just after he put the ball off to Dunn. Hopper went down. I think the referee didn't have much of an option. Wait, Philly, anything on the live chat?
Just very quickly, we've got people, our regular watchers from Canada. Apparently, we've got to give a shout out to Motion from Edmonton, Canada as well. There's quite a few people. If you're watching from around the world, just stick it in the chat. I'm sure when we get a chance, we'll give you a shout out. And thanks for tuning into SCFC Fan TV.
The ball was delivered by George Grant, number 4, Monsuma Rose for Lincoln City, trying to win the header. I believe he did win the header inflicted on, but is out for a goal kick to Sunderland. Jacob, how do you assess the first 7 to 8 minutes of the second half?
Still the same, to be honest, no change. I mean, I think if Bailey Wright wasn't injured, I think he would have thrown an attacker on, but I think the injury was forced into. But back to you on commentary, that seems to be promising. Oh, no.
Well, I think I'm slightly behind you.
Lincoln have broken with the ball.
Lines.
Carry on, Jack.
I was going to say, as Lyndon Gooch takes the ball down just inside Sunderland's final third, strong attack by the Lincoln City centre-back Jackson, and Lincoln look to get on a counter-attack now. Running through the midfield, out on the left wing. I believe that's Johnson now, Lincoln's left winger, as the referee decides to blow his whistle. I'm not exactly sure what for. I believe he's given a free kick to Lincoln City, and he has indeed given a yellow card out to a Sunderland player. I'm not entirely sure what it was for. Maybe it was Grant Ledbetter. We're just getting the replay of this through now. It's Luke O'Nien. So as Lincoln City came forward, Luke O'Nien ended up tripping. I believe Tom Hopper off the ball incident really, but the referee spotted and given a free kick, and Luke O'Nien receives a yellow card. Bit annoying. Centre back yellow card. I don't think we have a replacement from on the bench really, so we're going to have to be very careful defensively now. If that was already not an ideal scenario at the back. That's just got made even worse, really, for Luke O'Nien as George Grant stands over the free kick. Just quickly, Phillies, anything on the chat?
Not a lot. Acacia Cameron Jude was saying, Luke O'Nien, has he been moved into midfield? He's in midfield anyway, isn't he? With who's he playing alongside?
He's played it at the back with Conor McLaughlin.
That's it, sorry.
All right, right. Well, that was more or less it. So it's a free kick to Lincoln outside City. Our box. Really.
Yeah, about 25 yards out. George Grant stood over it, hits it with his right foot, miles over the bar. That was never going to challenge Burge, never in a million years. Philly, what's your assessment of the first kind of 10 minutes of the second half?
Again, neither keepers had anything to do. It's the final third. There's nobody making that breakthrough on either side, getting through. So it's the both defenses are sort of like cleaning it up before there's any real danger. Quickly, we've got Australia. We've got Indiana watching as well.
Indiana, wow.
So they're watching. Are we back in play, Jack?
Yeah, we are. Bird putting the goal kick up, but it's going back at us now. Lincoln City looking to build an attack. Sanders out on the right-hand side finds Ayoma. Lincoln City's right back. This could be quite a dangerous attack. Out wide now is Scully. Lincoln City's right midfielder. Swings in a ball. Power got a foot on it. Hooked it away, and then Ledbetter recovered the ball and smashed it outside of the box as it gets flicked on now to Lincoln City centre-back. I believe that is Monsma or Jackson. It was Jackson onto Monsma. Monsma just comes over the halfway line. Callum McFadden intercepts his pass and finds Grant Ledbetter in the centre of the park. Sprays a ball out to Lyndon Gooch, who can't quite get there as Monsma intervenes. It is now Edun, Lincoln City's left back, trying to build an attack now. Lincoln City coming through the centre. Grant Ledbetter steps in very well there and finds Callum McFadden, who clears it. And Charlie White tries to take it down. But unfortunately, Lincoln recover the ball with Ayoma. I think it's just starting to get the better of us now a little bit. Good interception by Scow. And just as I say that, as Aidan McGeady comes into the middle of the park. He's got a few options. Not getting pressured much. Finds Grant Ledbetter, who's been tackled. It was a very poor pass from McGeady, in all fairness. As TJ Ayoma at right back looks to build an attack for Lincoln City. Just comes over the halfway line, out on the right-hand side. Knocks it back to George Grant, who's the holding midfielder for Lincoln City today. Out to Timothy Ayoma, out on the touchline, about halfway between our goal and the half. Inside now, back outside. Scully, the right midfielder, cutting into our box. Look to put a cross in. Look, when I blocked it well, it's going to be a throw in and a break in play. Philly, anything on the live chat?
Craig Gibbons says Lincoln look the most dangerous team at the moment. Tony Lee fancies to nick it with a 1-0 late on. I hope you're right. Anth Smith Wells, 3 Sunderland shots in 55 minutes, just about sums up the game, really, doesn't it? I mean, it's not good at all. Jacob, what do you think?
Well, having said Lincoln have made a sub on mine, Max Saunders has come off. Yeah, I'm not sure he's come on for, but dull, to be honest.
Bramall, his name is.
Yeah, that's it. Not good enough at the moment. Just struggling to, whenever we're on the ball, do much with it as well, to be honest. And Lyndon Gooch giving away a stupid foul again, like he normally does. Does me head in Gooch.
I'm sure I'll get to that in a moment. As Ayoma knocks it back to Grant. We've got the Dalek back, I think. Looks over to find the substitute, which was Cohen, as then Gooch just gives that foul away there. I believe it was a handball, and he's laughing about it. I don't know if it was, I presume it wasn't intentional, and he thinks he's been hard done by there, but I'm not sure the referee will care. As Cohen, who looks to be playing left side of centre midfield, knocks it back to Monsma at centre back, who finds Jackson, his centre back partner. Jackson sprays a ball forward, crossfield ball, towards Callum McFadden and Scully, but it is Callum McFadden who nods it back to Lee Burge, who picks the ball up inside his own box. Finds Conor McLaughlin on the right side of our defence at the moment. Knocks it back to Luke O'Nien, who's got plenty of time on the ball. Looks to bring it forward into the midfield if he can. He has to turn back and he finds Conor McLaughlin. Interestingly, the status came up there that Lincoln City have got the most goals in the second half this season out of all English domestic competitions with 46. Brentford being second with 39. That's quite a statistic. As Conor McLaughlin has the ball just inside our own half on the right-hand side. Brings it over the halfway line, knocks it into Dan Neal, who's out on the right-hand side as well. Neil looked for the ball of White. Unfortunately, the referee has given a foul on Charlie White. I'm not sure Charlie White actually did anything, really. Looks as if he agrees with myself there, as White appears to ask the referee what he's given it for. And the referee brings Gooch over for a chat. We've got a bit of a break in play here. Philly, anything on the chat?
Apparently Max Beale says that Maguire and Diamond are coming on. So I don't know why I see that. Conrad, our very own. McGeady's passing's been bad tonight, Conrad says. You're ahead of us. So that's correct then, Jacob. They are coming on, yes?
Yeah, they're correct now as well.
Chris Maguire and Jack Diamond for Dan Neil, and correct me, Jack, who is the other one, please?
Scowen,
that's it,
yeah. Scowen, yeah, that's it. Yeah, with 30 minutes left, quite an interesting time to make a substitution. Hopefully, they can be that cutting edge. That's something a bit different that we haven't had to give us that chance that we haven't even had one chance. As the ball is punted upfield, looks for the head of Cohen. Cohen who came on for Lincoln City about 5 minutes ago. Cohen turns back, finds Grant back to Cohen. Diamond puts a lot of pressure on him and gets absolutely skinned by Cohen, who looks to cut inside from the left. Finds number 20 for Lincoln City, who drove it wide. Sunderland goal kick. Philly, are you happy with those two substitutions?
Yeah, well, it's fresh legs in it, so it's there's nothing really between the two sides. Like I say, I think Lincoln are probably coming into it more than us now. So, but I'd like to think the fresh legs coming on should give us that bit of an advantage. But who knows? We need to sort of break them down and get someone in the final third, because neither team are really threatening the goalkeepers.
Yeah, as Burge punts it upfield, looking for the header, Wyke, but it's number 4, Montsma, who wins it. Maguire takes it down, and the referee's given a free kick to Sunderland there. Middle of the park.
Yellow card for that?
About 20 yards ahead of the halfway line, as George Grant appears to have been letting off.
He's been what?
A bit soft for a yellow card, Jacob.
He's been letting off. Who's been letting off?
No, he's been let off for a yellow card.
My apologies, Philly.
Smart jokes.
As Maguire finds Power, who dinks it forward to Jack Diamond on the right wing, as Lincoln City try to build an attack. I'll get you back. As Lincoln City try to build the attack on the left-hand side with Dunn, who's done well to carry the ball so far, but unfortunately for himself, fortunately for us, he went out for a throw-in on our right-hand side, which will probably be Max Power, if not Conor McLaughlin, to take. Max Power to take it. Looks as if Maguire's slotted into the midfield, I think, really. He appears to be playing quite deep. Power just adjusting his sock before he takes his throw-in. Looking up the line, looking behind him, doesn't know where to play it, I think, really. He just plays it long up the line, looking for Diamond, who wins the flick on unchallenged. McGeady putting a good bit of pressure on Lincoln's defence as the ball goes back to Lincoln City's keeper. Now it's Ayoma. Ayoma knocks it forward. Lincoln City trying to build an attack. O'Nien putting good pressure on the Lincoln City player as a goal happens to go out for a Lincoln City throw-in out on their right-hand side, our left-hand side, just over the halfway line. And Lee Johnson is absolutely furious at that decision, and clearly he thinks it should have been ours. Lincoln City back in play now with Ayoma, the right back. I presume something bad's happened. As George Grant, who's the holding midfielder for Lincoln City today, springs it out wide to the left back, which is Dunn, who's been causing some problems. It doesn't find Dunn. It goes in the middle. Number 18 comes in for Lincoln City. Good save. It wasn't a good save by Burge. Burge got a hand to it, and he spilled it essentially. And it was Scully, the right midfielder, who came in from the right-hand side and got the follow-up there. And Lee Johnson is absolutely furious, I believe, with that refereeing decision. Jacob, I can see you want to get in there.
He has every right to be. It was like right in front of the fourth official. It comes off their player for a throw. They break away and score from that. Absolute disgrace. Like,
can I just say, people putting the score in the chat. If you won't do that, please, just to not spoil it for others who are listening to the commentary. We will have words with Jacob a little bit later on about his reaction to them scoring when we said, "Didn't do that, man." So, but other than that, here we go.
I'm absolutely fucking terrified, I tell you.
Hey, what's that language?
Hey, Jacob, we'll have to deduct
I'm
that.
terrified. I am terrified.
What's the language?
I'm terrified.
The language. So, right. So it's 1-0. So shall I put my number plate away now? Shall I put it back in the box for next year? Okay then.
Yeah. Can you do the same with your personality as well? As someone to build an attack, Callum McFadzean now. Gooch tries to turn, but he turns into a Lincoln City player as the referee gives a free kick to Sunderland inside Lincoln City's half yards. That's just about the first real chance they've had, really. It was their number 18. I think he must have came on as a substitution. He hit the shot. Burge did get down and make a save, but then Scuddy came in and got the rebound. It was Lee Johnson did have every right to be furious, but I think what we should be more furious about is the fact that the number 18 came into the box, coasted in really completely unmarked. We need to take responsibility for our own defensive decisions, really, even if the refereeing decisions go against us. As Ledbetter stands over this free kick, got White, McLaughlin, Diamond, 09 and Gooch to aim for. He looks to aim for Conor McLaughlin, who doesn't win the header. Flicked on by a Dunn, but Maguire unintentionally blocks it. Power up to McLaughlin, who's flick on, tried to find Diamond. Diamond looks to win the ball back after Lincoln City regained it. Finds Max Power out on the right-hand side. Power running centrally now. He's got Conor McLaughlin and Diamond on his right-hand side. He finds Conor McLaughlin out on the touchline. McLaughlin looks to cut inside. He's got Maguire inside, who he does find. Maguire trying to find Diamond, who he does, out on the right wing. Diamond, he could have put that crossing a bit quicker, as we end up giving the ball away now as Lincoln City get it clear. Bailey Wright misses the header, and it is Burge to recover. Burge coming nearly the halfway line to get that ball back now to Gooch, who finds Aidan McGeady's. The ball slips over Aidan McGeady's foot, and Lincoln come back on the attack, and it's a foul by Conor McLaughlin. That was a very silly decision there. Possibly a tactical foul, but I don't think it was necessary. There was plenty of other defenders there. Lincoln City were getting on the attack with Tom Hopper, I believe. Plenty of defenders, and Conor McLaughlin's put a bad tackle in from behind, and the referee looks to put him in the book. Jacob, do you say a way back from this?
We've been poor. Honestly, there's no intent at the moment to really put a stamp on the game. Like, the amount of room that Lincoln have got on the ball, ridiculous. I mean, I won't ruin it here. I'm going to bring it back to commentary with you, but you'll see what I mean.
George Grant stands over the free kick. George Grant gets it back now. He plays it forward. Hopper knocks it back to the Lincoln City midfielder, out wide to the goal scorer. Scully on the right-hand side. McFadzean goes over to try and block his cross. He finds a way in. Yoma's chest ends up going nowhere really, but Sunderland have the ball back through a foul, which was done by Ayoma onto Luke 09 out on our right hand side. Yeah, it was definitely overthrown. We're getting the replay of that now. I think, to be honest with you, we could have took more responsibility as defenders. Anyway, back to the action now, as George Grant flicks it towards their centre midfield, and now Scuddy challenging Callum McFadzean. McFadzean manages to do well there and win us a throw in, taking the ball out and not letting Scuddy get a touch. Not much. McFadzean throws it in. Maguire getting a touch on it. Gooch finds Grant Ledbetter in the middle of the park, who finds Max Power. Max Power plays the ball forward, looking for Chris Maguire, who he finds. Maguire tries to nod it down to Diamond. Bit of a miscommunication. Diamond does pick it up eventually out on the right-hand side. Maguire trying to cut inside now for Sunderland. He's got loads of players around him. Plays it back to Conor McLaughlin, who finds Luke 09. Luke 09 in the centre circle now, just breaking into the Lincoln City half, trying to get a move going again, as he has done so many times, but unfortunately his pass is poor, and it is a Sunderland throw-in. Anything in the live chat, Philly?
We've got to give a shout out to John McDonald, who's watching in Saxelby, 6 miles from Lincoln, deep in the heart of Imps territory, supporting the lads there. So he's in enemy territory. We got Indonesia watching as well. So welcome to you lot for that. Back to the play, yes.
Yeah, Jacob, do you want to take over for a bit? Seeing as I've commented for a while.
Yeah, no worries. It was a ball into the box there by, I think, Max Power, but Charlie White struck, and Aidan McGeady wins it back. It's promising for Sunderland. This Jack Diamond on the right-hand side. Chris Maguire now. McGeady in a good amount of space here. McGeady looking to put the ball in, and it's headed out by a Lincoln defender. And was it a Doom, but he gives the ball back to Aidan McGeady now. McGeady, Sunderland looking to just get a few passes together to get their confidence back up. Jack Diamond on the right-hand side. Is he going to take on the fullback and put the ball in? He does. And Charlie White didn't find the head of him, but Chris Maguire, he heads it down. Aidan McGeady now. Aidan McGeady to Lyndon Gooch. Lyndon Gooch, he cuts inside. Lyndon Gooch now. Lyndon Gooch to Chris Maguire. He thought about the shot, but Max Powers on the right-hand side. Is he going to cross it? No, he's going to go back to Chris Maguire. Chris Maguire to Lyndon Gooch. Lyndon Gooch now. Luke 09. Sunderland are just looking for a way through. this Lincoln defence. Lyndon Gucci goes for the shot, and it's straight at the goalkeeper, Palmer. But that's probably Sunderland's first effort on target in the second half, to be honest, which is disappointing. Good move by Sunderland going into the last 20 minutes of the game. They're a goal down in this semi-final. Lyndon Gucci is weak foot.
Just sat on the edge of... Yeah, I was going to say they just sat on the edge of their own box now. We can't find a way in at all.
No.
They're just the defending for their lives, I think, now, Lincoln.
Yeah,
we couldn't find a way in before they'd even scored, so we've got no chance now. David Morris says he's in Sunderland and he's a Lincoln fan, so obviously the John McDonald situation there. Are we back in play, Jacob?
Yes, we are, and it's Mamonsa, the centre back, who has been very solid tonight alongside Jackson, playing the ball just across their back line. The left back now, the Dune, on the ball, the number 7. He's been very effective in possession tonight, but here come Lincoln forward with the ball now. McGrandles on the right-hand side to Brennan Johnson. And it's a ball played back across, but Grant Ledbetter deals with it. Big 20 minutes left for Sunderland now. Grant Ledbetter playing out to Ada McGeady. Ada McGeady on the left-hand side finds Callum McFadzean. Sunderland a goal down with 20 minutes to go. Lyndon Gooch. The Max Power now. Max Power to Chris Maguire. Maguire now, Diamond in acres of space. It's a brilliant crossing for Diamond! And Charlie White, it's his best chance of the game so far, but it's headed over the top. He needed a bounce against the ground, but did Palmer get a touch to that? I think it looks like he did, and it will go out for a Sunderland corner, but that's a brilliant chance.
What about bringing Jordan Jones on? Give it some pace.
And yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. I think he got. It looks like the goalkeeper didn't get a touch to that. Just sums up the officiating in this league. But a corner's been given, which I think Chris Maguire is going to take on this right hand side. It's not a bad ball in, but here's Ada McGeady now. He's looking to find Ada McGeady on the right hand side. He goes with the option of Max Power. Max Power to Chris Maguire. Maguire's ball in, and it's saved from the goalkeeper, Charlie White. A shot once again, but Palmer comfortably gathers onto the ball. Another chance for Sunderland.
I just point out that Palmer has only conceded 2 goals in his last 11 games, last 11 away games, so it's going to take something special to beat him.
Yeah, records are
on the live chat.
Broken.
Seen a comment there. Said Tom Wallace says we need Jack's retro white and green Sunderland top. It's a good luck charm. It'll be back for Saturday, I guarantee you. I'll have the 73 Cup final one off.
And here is Max Power. Power's ball in on the right hand side. He tries to put Charlie White was claiming a foul there, and the referee's not interested at all. But Max Power now. Is that Jack Diamond on the right? It is. Jack Diamond goes for the option in the middle with Callum McFadzean. A one-touch bit of play there with Luke O'Nien. McFadzean on the left. McFadzean to Ada McGeady. McGeady. He's going to cut inside and play it to Jack Diamond. He's got the overlapping run of Max Power, but he's not going to go with that option. McGeady's ball into the box. It's Charlie White and it's in! Sunderland have equalised. Charlie White has scored. Sunderland's main man.
I haven't seen it yet. I still haven't seen it.
Brilliant header into the bottom corner. Sunderland won. Lincoln City won. Back in this game. How are the lads?
That is some header. That is
get in. Yeah. Get in.
McGeady out on the right hand side, crossed it in with his right foot, goes into the box, and White flicks it the direction it was travelling. Actually, he just kind of nods it on as opposed to changing the direction.
You know, that is like what Niall Quinn used to do. But that is Quinny-esque from back in the day, from that season where we won the league with over 100 points, scoring headers like that. Brilliant.
Jack doesn't know who Niall Quinn is because he wasn't born.
Of course, I know who Niall Quinn is, but unfortunately, I never got to see him score any headers.
I'm really desperate for a wee, so I'll be back in a jiffy.
Right, I'm glad we got that because they were they were packing their area out there, and I thought we're not gonna break these down. And then I wasn't aware that stat you gave us, Jack, about their goalie. But here we are, we're back in it. Shall I get my number plate back out again?
Just leave it. Just leave it temporarily. But I'm really happy we've got a goal because I couldn't see us scoring. I mean, with their goalkeeper in such great form he is, and they were literally just sat on the edge of their own box. Anyway, we are back in play now. Lincoln City have the ball with George Grant. He's the holding midfielder. Nods it forward into their number 8, who's trying to get a move going. As it goes out to their player on the left-hand side, looks to cross it in. Diamond got a touch on it as the cross came in, and Burge can pick the ball up and looks to try and get an attack going. Finds Grant Lepida in the middle of the park, who's moving the ball forward now for Sun, and hopefully we can have a bit of momentum. We're springing out a step. We've got the momentum. Hopefully we can use that to score a goal. And hopefully Lincoln maybe got a bit of a defeated mindset after that goal. Callum McFadzean at left back into Grant Ledbetter. And Smith-Wells says, can you repeat the stat? Their keeper's only conceded two goals in his last 11 away games. Conor McLaughlin launches it forward, looking for the runner Jack Diamond, but unfortunately it will only be retrieved by their goalkeeper, Patterson, I believe his name is, something like that. As it goes out for a Sunderland throw-in on our right-hand side. But yeah, I'm happy we've got that goal because I couldn't see us scoring with how great their keeper is and with how well they defend. They literally we were just sat on the edge of their own box and we couldn't find a way in.
Superbly tamed though by Wyke. I mean, superb header.
100%. You know, great header.
And it would take someone like that to beat their goalie. So, well, but hopefully, like you say, we got momentum now, and we can press on from that because it's the first thing we've really done. Although we were trying to press them, but like you said, Jack, they were defending. Everybody was back, and it didn't look like we was going to cut through them. Jacob.
Yeah,
we've won a free kick in a promising position here. Grant Ledbetter, foul's been drawn. You wanted John Motson
saying this is a stop at gym
tonight.
Play.
Yeah, you wanted John Motson. He will be making. Yeah, go on, Jack.
I was going to say, it's 216 people watching live. We've had a bit of a surge since the goals went in. Only 161 likes. Come on, if everyone watching this now, just quickly takes 2 seconds, go and hit the like button. It's just the thumbs up icon. We'll get the 200 likes by the end of the stream. That's the goal. If everyone does it right now, we'll definitely get there.
Yeah.
I mean, really does help us out if you can get there for the end of the stream.
Okay.
Very quickly on the chat, Stephen Conman. I know exactly who you are. That's it.
Come on. Ball into the box from Maguire, and it's headed. Oh, no.
Conman.
Well, I am in front. Lyndon Gooch. Ball's fallen to him in a good position. He's going to go for the option of Conor McLaughlin on the left across the ball. Conor McLaughlin's ball in. Charlie Wyke, though, was well marked out by the centre-back there. Adam Jackson, it's a goal kick to Lincoln. Back to you, lads.
Conor McLaughlin.
Sorry, Jack, go on, you take it.
Pointless was commentating. I was going to start commentating, but I realised that Jacob's actually a few seconds ahead of us, so it will be completely pointless. Just having a little look on the live chat. Conrad Lee, our editor, says Wyke is the new super Kevin Phillips, and he says get Wyke on the plane. The latter of which I would agree with. I hope Gareth Southgate is in attendance tonight if Kira Louis-Dreyfus isn't. Anyway, Anthony Lee says because he's a serial bedwetter, Stevie Con. Yes, Karen did confirm that to me the other day. Topless FC says we want Motti.
Can I just say, Jack, it's not Anthony Lee, it's Tony Lee. His name. That's his
Tony
name.
Lee.
Tony
I do
Lee.
apologise, Tony.
Sorry. Are we back on, Jacob?
Yes, we're back on. Motti will be appearing on the 85th minute for the final 5. The sheepskin coat is at the ready.
So that's when you know when to tune off.
Okay, now. Oh, dear. McLaughlin.
Keep the commentary going. Go on.
Conor McLaughlin almost was fouled there, but Sunderland do well to keep hold of possession. Ada McGeady now. McGeady's ball out to the left to Lyndon Gooch. What's he going to do with it? And Lyndon Gooch, is he going to win the ball there? And Callum McFadzean, he goes for the brilliant tackle, but the play still continues. You thought the referee was going to blow for a foul there. Chris Maguire, McGeady shoved in the back, but play still continues. Maguire on the right-hand side to Jack Diamond. Jack Diamond now. Ada McGeady, is he going to go for the shot? He is going to go for the shot, and it's a brilliant save from Palmer. A fantastic effort from McGeady there from outside the box. But a decent, strong hand from Palmer to get to it. and it will go out for a throw to Lincoln as they try to play the ball out from the back there. 10 minutes to go. Sunderland 1, Lincoln 1.
We've got 225 watching. Thanks to you for that. Don't forget, give us a like, hit the thumbs up. We're on 183. We're trying to get to 200. It'll take you a second to do that. It is Sunderland 1, Lincoln City 1. Just under 10 minutes to go. Jacob.
And I must say, Kirill Louis Dreyfus is in the crowd tonight, in attendance. So you'll be very happy with what he's seen.
Who's Kirill Louis Dreyfus? Who's he?
Our soon-to-be owner, mate.
Dreyfus, mate.
Dreyfus. That's it.
Cans for Kirill. Are you on the cans tonight, Philly?
I'm not. I'm drinking water, but I will be.
Good lads.
And here's a chart as a Max Power. Is he going to keep it in Max Power? It's a ball, but George Grant deals with it. Is he going to whack it out of play? And he's drawn a foul from Charlie Wyke, and it's a free kick to Lincoln.
Back to what you were saying. Like Phil on the water.
What was that? I missed that, Jack. Was that one of your little funnies?
I was saying as Karen got you under the thumb, like saying he's on the water.
Oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to drink anything else. To be honest, there's nothing left in. There's no wine left in because Karen drinks it all. So what we got, we're in the last 10 minutes. We don't really need extra time. I mean, there's a lot of games still to play in the league, but we'd take it with a penalty win, wouldn't we?
Yeah, of course. But let's try. There's still a big 10 minutes left.
Just when we're back in play, Jacob, just take the commentary over when we're back in.
Yeah, thank you very much. Adam Jackson on the ball now in Sunderland's half. McGrandles, and well played there from Chris Maguire, who draws a foul for Sunderland. And they're going to take this free kick quickly. No, it looks like Grant Ledbetter is going to wait until a few bodies get up the other end of the pitch. So Motti will be appearing on the 85th minute, so be tuned for that.
Stop teasing us. This is worse than getting teased by Karen, this.
Philly, what are you going to say? And speak it.
What am I going to say? What?
To what Jack's saying there? God.
Oh, Jack's around our house every weekend.
Oh no.
Not the COVID rules, I'm not.
Gooch has come off for Chris. Oh, yeah. Lyndon Gooch is on for Aidan O'Brien, by the way. Substitution for the lads. McGeady now. Jack Diamond.
I think that was quite possibly the best response.
Oh no. Aidan O'Brien now. He's struggling for options, but he plays it out to Chris Maguire. Maguire, a side foot pass to Ledbetter. Ledbetter back to Callum McFadzean, who's had one of his better games tonight, I should say. Jack Diamond. Back to Callum McFadzean. Jack Diamond cutting inside. Skipping past one defender, which he does. Chris Maguire now back to Conor McLaughlin. Grant Ledbetter now. It's a strong Lincoln defence. Sunderland are trying to get through at the moment. It's a ball over the top from McLaughlin, but volleyed away by, I think it was Jackson there for Lincoln. The ball finds itself back to McFadzean. O'Brien, McFadzean, Sunderland throw on the left-hand side. It's a big last 7 minutes now.
I think we've come into it since we've scored. They've done very little since then, so hopefully we can keep pressing.
Yeah. Are we feeling a winning goal, lads?
Our friend Dennis. I was just going to quickly say, our friend Dennis on the live chat says, "Why are you wearing a hat indoors?" And it's a very fair point. Are we going to get a winning goal? Maybe. I think the game's opened up a lot more in the second half.
Well, did someone say why I was wearing a hat indoors?
Yes. Are you bald?
My hair's shite at the moment, unfortunately.
I'm not sure I like all this language on the channel now.
We'll have to deduct your wages.
I didn't realise I get paid for this. I do it for free. McGeady, brilliant shot! And it's
not in money.
With Mike Palmer.
You don't get paid in money, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it was a decent left foot strike from McGeady there. Palmer had that covered. Motti will be coming in very soon. And it's a scuff kick from Palmer there, as Sunderland look to take advantage of that. And the next break in play, Motti will come in. And on the left-hand side now, one of Lincoln's substitutes has got the ball. but it's easily dealt with by Sunderland. And it's back to Lee Burrs. Is he going to launch this up the field? He is. Jack Diamond, was it a shove in the back there? But Sunderland have the ball. Callum McFadzean. And the ball is going to go out of play. So John Motson
right.
is
Well,
going to come in.
Just very quickly, Charlie at One Rovers Vlogs is on a brilliant result. Charlie last night with Bristol Rovers. Thanks for that cracking result. Apparently, Michael Spencer says Accrington Stanley are winning at Doncaster. So what do we think to that? Are we?
We're out the playoffs if that stands. Unfortunately,
Motty's here.
And
Jack, Motty's here.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Wee Philly. As Lincoln have the ball, but Jack Diamond clears it away as Charlie White trying to win back possession, but he draws a foul. There on one of Lincoln's, I think it was George Grant, their top goal scorer. Good evening, everyone, from a very warm down south compared to up north, which is, I'm assuming, very cold at the moment.
That's been
12 degrees today. 12 degrees today.
12 degrees. Get the sunglasses and the sun cream out.
Tropical.
Brandon Anderson's asking for a shout out. There you go. Just quick on the live chat.
So last 4 minutes of the game. Sunderland 1, Lincoln City 1, semi-final of the Papa John's Trophy. And it's a free kick which looks like I think George Grant will take. Got a few men.
I must say Jacob's replacement is our average rating out of 10 for looks has definitely went up.
And here's McGrandles.
He's still dragging it down.
McGrandles, he thought about the shot there, but oh.
Hang on, where's Jack gone? There you go. That's I'll teach him.
Jack Johnson, that's unnecessary, that comment.
Right.
Oh dear.
Are we doing? Is it free kick to Lincoln? Yes. Or have they changed that?
That was ages
we're way forward
that was
now.
Youngs again.
Well,
it was absolutely ages ago. That Conor McLaughlin,
Anthony Lee on the live chat says dodgy it and don't listen to the bedwetter.
Not Tony Lee. It's Tony Lee.
Listen to Karen.
Aidan McGeady. And Sunderland have given the ball away as Lincoln are in possession. And they play it back to Palmer. The goalkeeper, very comfortable for them. Has been a good defensive performance from Lincoln tonight. Struggling my voice there. Camden Hells. Very nice beer, I must say.
Yeah, but the aren't sponsoring us, so we'll look at that.
Down from my neck of the woods.
What, you southern shandy drinking wuss?
I won't be commenting.
Carry on.
Motti won't be commentating again after tonight. You can just see the abuse he likes to get at work on a weekly basis. And Jordan,
the Queen and
it makes it makes you look younger as well, Motti.
Oh, you should try this, Phil. You need that.
Jordan Jones is going to come on, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Sunderland's fourth change of the night, considering the 5 substitute rule was brought in from this season onwards.
Well, there was also Motti in for Jacob. That was another change.
If you're going to count that one, then. Aidan McGeady now. Looking for a ball over the top. Will it reach Jack Diamond? And it's well headed out by one of Lincoln's centre halves.
Conrad said we're bringing Jones on for the penalties. So I didn't know. Do you think he's thinking that way?
Potentially.
No one can predict the mind of Conrad Lee.
A tactical decision from Mr. Lee Johnson. As Grant Ledbetter, there's still a minute plus stoppage time to go in these last bits of this semi-final. As Anthony Scully tried to get past Callum McFadzean there, but Aidan O'Brien plays it back to the goalkeeper and Lee Burge volleys it up the field. Will it find McGeady? And it won't. Lincoln played a hoofball technique headed out by, not sure, I think it was McLaughlin there, but Charlie White finds Jack Diamond. Jack Diamond playing it back now to Chris Maguire, trying to find Charlie White. into 4 minutes of stoppage time here at the Stadium of Light. And it's a foul for Sunderland.
Right, just very quickly then, C. Minton.
Go on.
Oh, go on, you do it, Jack. I was going to do it. Go on.
Says, we are worried about your dad's coach, Jacob.
No comment.
Yvonne Hawley says a fellow Londoner, Jacob. So Yvonne Hawkey down there. So there you go. Southerners all together.
Evening, Yvonne. Into stoppage time now. Grant Ledbetter. A hoof ball into the box, and it's headed out by Jackson. But Chris Maguire, can he get his touch right? No, he can't. Sunderland will hope to launch maybe 1 or 2 more attacks before the whistle blows. As Callum McFadzean has got the ball here. McFadzean's ball over the top. And it finds Adoon, but he volleys out. But Sunderland are looking to win it back as Adoon's on the ball here. Or Timothy Ayomo, rather, the number 22. George Grant, Lincoln Star Man of the season, who has been very quiet tonight, I must say.
People are asking,
Timothy Ayomo, and he's in. Is he going to play it back? And it's cleared out for a corner. It was well defended from Sunderland. Johnson had acres of space. Brennan Johnson there to try and find the bottom corner.
Just very quickly, Jacob, people are asking, is it going to extra time or penalties? We believe extra time. There's a lot of people saying it's just going straight to penalties. Have we got this wrong?
No idea.
We don't know. So we don't know. All right, okay. Well, we believe it's extra. We believe it's extra time, but people are saying it's going straight to penalties. So we'll see.
And Lincoln,
6 people watching live. How many likes? 263. Sorry. We need 7 more likes. Can 7 people hit the like button, the thumbs up icon? That would really help us out and get a 200 by the end of the stream. Back to you, Matty.
Lincoln with the corner. Nothing really came much of it, but they're looking to put another ball into the box. Brennan Johnson now. He's brought the ball down, and it's a great tackle there from McLaughlin. As Sunderland break now. Jack Diamond, he beats one man. He's looking to beat a second one. Is he going to play the ball forward and take the man on himself, which he does, but he plays it back this time to McFadzean. McFadzean to Ledbetter. Sunderland have got 1 more attack left in them now, surely. Aidan O'Brien, the substitute. On the right-hand side to Max Power, Aidan O'Brien. And the ball goes off. I think it's the left back of Doon for a Sunderland throw. Max Power now. He plays it back to Conor McLaughlin, Luke O'Nien, who's had to play at centre-half this evening compared to when he played it in midfield on Saturday against Doncaster. Ledbetter, Aidan McGeady, Aidan O'Brien, Grant Ledbetter. This is Sunderland's last chance now. Aidan McGeady. Is he going to cross the ball? Aidan McGeady. He does cross the ball, but Palmer gathers, and that could be the last opportunity of the game. As only
loads of people now saying it's going straight to penalties. So maybe that's the case, and that's what it's looking like. And we know what we're like on penalties, don't we, fellas?
The record speaks for itself. Charlton, 1998.
You're meant to be quite a positive person.
Crystal Palace, 2004, playoff semi-final.
Man United in the semi-final of the League Cup.
Yep.
We'll take that one.
Can we nip that in the bud, please?
And we only need to score 2 to win that shootout. Lee Burge.
Right. So we're bad in it. Go on,
but we still got over the line. And that will all that matters tonight, because the final whistle has gone, and it looks like, according to the live chat, it will go straight to penalty kicks in this semi-final tonight. So full-time score here. Yeah. Sunderland 1, Lincoln City 1.
Go
on quickly, Jack.
One thing I want to mention just quickly. Obviously, there'll be a lot of people at different stages of the stream now. I mean, some people, penalties might already be taken. Some people might be still watching the match. I would advise everyone to keep away from the live chat until every single penalty is taken, because people will put in the live chat if a penalty goes in. We have asked people not to, but people will still do it. So I would just advise, just keep away from the live chat. We have got 287 people watching. That's got to be one of the highest figures we've ever got. 290 now, 210 likes. A massive thank you. Hit 200 likes again. 5.14k subscribers have hit that as well. Great to see so much support on the channel. Absolutely fantastic. Chopper SFC saying, yeah, no spoilers, please. I think the best way to avoid it is to just to not look at the live chat until penalties are done on your screen. Lads, penalties. Are we glad it's not good to extra time?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't want the extra time. There's a lot of games still to play in the league. Burge in goal, saved 2 penalties on Saturday, so his confidence should be up. I hate penalties. I mean, I remember, I was at Wembley for the Charlton, the 4-4, and I had to go underneath and on the concourse every time we took a penalty. I just cannot watch them. But I don't know. It's lottery in it, penalties. Jacob, you happy with penalties?
I'm going to come out of Motty for this bit.
Considering we was 1-0 down.
Yeah, you better put that cap back on, Jacob.
Yes, your hair is. There's nothing wrong with what you said. Your hair, right? Go on, carry on.
It's awful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
we know.
Penalties, like you said, it's a lottery, mate. Honestly, it's about who's got the nerve, but at the same time, it's all about who's got the skill, who's got the power, and it's all about the tactical decisions you make of what players you're going to want to step up and take the 5 unless it goes to sudden death where you need more. So it'd be interesting to know who Lee Johnson picks for this shootout.
I think, to be honest with you, the most important thing for penalties is character. You can say you want players who are good at this, are good at that, good at finishing, got good power on the strikes, but you need to have the right character, I think, to take a penalty. And if you don't, you can mess it up. And I think that's much more important than having a good finish. And you're 315 people in the watching us now. I think that's probably the most you've ever had, I think, on one of the watch alongs.
322, mate. 322.
322, wow. Andrew Waits is Rhode Island, smallest and best state in the United States of America. Tom Wallace is white to score the winning pen. Adam Magnox is Imps fan here. Gave you full support on the channel. Thank you, Adam. Thanks for the support. Nice to see the opposition fan coming over and support us as well. Swan269 says support from Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. Got plenty of people from America tuning in. Chris Scott says, okay, Jack, I'll go full screen. A case of Cameron Duties. How are you, lads? Come on. Jacob says time for a mental game. Definitely, it's a mental game. Penalties. It's not necessarily your ability to finish, convert. It's your ability to stay calm under pressure.
Max power.
Just quickly, Jack. Jacob's going to talk us through the penalties because he's further ahead. So Jacob,
Max Power has put Sunderland a goal up, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way into the top corner. Break a pen there. So Sunderland 1, Lincoln 0 in the shootout.
Come on.
It's nerve-wracking times here on SAFC Fan TV. I'm stepping up now.
Yeah, I'm not going to look at the live chat for a few minutes.
And I think it's the number 11, Anthony Scully, up against Lee Burge. Lee Burge, who saved 2 on Saturday, remember, against Doncaster. Will he save 1 again in this shootout? So it's Anthony Scully against Lee Burge. And Scully, and Lee Burge, he got a leg to it. It came off his leg, but it went into the roof of the net. It is 1-1. That's very unlucky there. Looking at the replay. He's a lucky boy. He is a very lucky boy there. And penalty number 2 for the lads, Luke 09. Come on, Luke.
He scored his penalty at Wembley last time round in the same tournament in the final, didn't he? He did that weird.
Luke 09 against Alex Palmer. Luke 09, and it's into the net. Alex Palmer, he almost stopped it there. He'll be disappointed with that one. 2-1 to the lads. That's unlucky. That is unlucky.
Come on.
His face.
The keeper went the right way, but even Luke 09 knows it with his reaction.
Yeah.
That was like Remy Matthews in goal, that.
It was like when Deano delivered his parcel the other day, he pulled that face as well.
Conor McGrandles against Lee Burge. Oh, and Lee Burge, he got a hand to it, but it's still ends up in the corner. 2-2. Oh, he'll be disappointed with that, Lee Burge. Oh, so close to stopping it, but it does remain 2-2.
Similar to Luke O'Neill.
Yeah, may as well have Patterson in goal with those. I mean, got 4 penalties being taken, all scored. Surely we're due one to be missed now. Anyway.
Oh, and it's our turn. Oh,
and it's Chris Maguire.
383 people watching us live.
Chris Maguire now.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. 396.
Chris Maguire, and it's in. The keeper.
Yes! Come on!
Get in.
Come on!
I'll tell you what, we've been very lucky with all 3 of the penalties we've scored.
Unfortunately, Andrew. Maybe if we get 10,000 subscribers. Oh, all these penalties have been lucky. A lot of them have anyway. A lot of them keeper could have saved. Palmer should have saved that again.
Lincoln's third, it looks like one of their substitutes. I think number 17. Well, Lieber, yes, and it's been put onto the bar. Yes! Another advantage in the shootout.
Yes.
I'm not sure who the taker was.
Come on.
It's in our hands now, lads. It's in our hands.
Can I get my number plate out?
So Sunderland have an advantage in the shootout. Yes, it hits the bar.
Can I get my number plate out?
Just score out.
And number 4 is Aidan McGeady.
Give it
Come on, son.
Be patient.
Come on, Geeds.
Patience.
McGeady steps up and he puts it in, sends the keeper the wrong way.
Come on. They've got to score this. They've got to score.
Yeah, they've got to score. If they miss, then Sunderland are through to Wembley.
I might take my headphones out just to get my actual reaction of when it'll be a few seconds delayed.
Come on, Burgee. I think it's Brennan Johnson. Yep, who's going to take Lincoln's 4th one. Brennan Johnson. He sends Burge the wrong way. And I believe if Sunderland score this next one, they are through. Question is, who's it going to be down to? Who will Lee Johnson pick for this last penalty?
Yeah, if they miss this, it's if we score this, sorry. Right, I'm gonna pop my headphones out again just to get my reaction to it.
12 yards from Wembley.
Come on.
Here we go. Come on. 12 yards from a Wembley final against Tranmere Rovers in the Papa John's Trophy Final 2021. Grant Ledbetter. And he puts it away! Sunderland are in the final of the Papa John's Trophy. Against Tranmere Rovers. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. The lads are going to Wembley. Come on!
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
I mean,
what do you think? How do you feel?
Out there, try and get my genuine reaction, but didn't work. I don't care. We're going to Wembley. It's fine.
All 5 penalties put away.
So what was
that?
That was
confidence going into the final. That breeds confidence going into the final. If we 488 people watching on the live chat, got to be the most we've ever had in. Yeah, 5 penalties. We've taken them all. Burge saved the one he needed to. That breeds confidence going into the final. Where if we have to take a penalty, if it does get to that stage, we should have that confidence now to go and do it.
Man, 90 minutes away from a trophy for the first time for this club since 1973, and Philly has got his famous sign out.
I love this. I'm going to put this in my van tomorrow when I'm. So if you're around there, So if you're around the Hastings Hill, Grindon, Tunstall areas tomorrow, watch out for the Wembley van. Woohoo!
Come on,
get in, you beauty.
You can replace that with your number plate so you can speed again.
I'm quickly gonna bring someone back in here for you.
Is it Deano?
Who's this?
Get
it! Hey! Oh my how good is that? So
that was
listen,
horrible.
Listen, happy days. Look, I'm gonna go off, and you hang on. We may actually have someone else someone else coming on here as well.
Another one.
Conrad!
Get everyone in. Get
Anybody
everyone in.
else want to come on? Let's get everybody on.
Get everyone on. Get them on. Get them on.
Oh dear,
Oh,
dear.
that
Brilliant,
was
man.
that was horrible.
Are we happy? Right, well, that's it. We're going, lads. We're going to Wembley. I needn't cancel my hotel.
Well, we're not really.
Oh, happy days. What we are going to do, though, we'll have another few minutes on here chatting to us, and then we're going to go off. We're going to do a review of the game. Ask the lads what we thought, and we'll get that straight onto our channel. We've been joined by Conrad. Was that a nail-biting watch for you, Conrad?
Yeah, I rang me. My mum was like, "I'll go on the channel and watch the live comments," and I was like, "Don't! That'll just spoil it. I'll ruin it for you instead." So I rang her and talked her through it instead.
Oh no!
I was going to say, I'm pleased she didn't go on because Jacob's language at certain points was not what your mum would want to be here.
It was loads of there, like in the penalty.
Well, it's got to be an omen that, I mean, I've been the 7 times that Sunderland have been to Wembley and we've lost every time. I am the jinx. It is me. So the fact that we're going and I won't be there, I think it's our trophy against Tranmere. What did we say? We said if there's anybody we wanted in the final, it would be Tranmere, and there we go. Deano, are you happy? Will you be delivering parcels on the day of the final? Or are you going to take the day off?
On Wembley way.
Oh, if I can get the day off, I'm going. When's the final? Hopefully, while the lockdown, I can go down.
14th
of March.
Fourth Sunday, the 14th of March.
14th, I think, isn't it?
Honest to God, that was bringing back memories of the final against Portsmouth. I don't know why, but my arse was just going like that. It felt like a final that in its own.
No, we don't.
And we don't really about yours either.
Anyway,
the comments tonight.
I mean, I'm not being funny. 4 of them penalties should have been saved. I mean, look, 09's how that went in. It was unbelievable, but hey, I'll take it. It's good practice for Wembley final, innit? To win a penalty shootout in the semis.
Just a sec. I'm just getting everything ready for the review we're going to do afterwards. So have a few minutes chatting on here, then we're going to come out and we're going to do the review. So I shan't be long. Just chat amongst you.
Right, no bother. Anyway, lads, I've got a question for you because I've seen a lot of people straight away. Was that Lee Burgess' fault for their goal? Would you say was it a fault or what do you reckon?
Well, if you
go on.
No, you can't.
Can I?
Well,
can I stop you there? Can I stop you there? Can we save this for the review, and then we'll do it in the review. That's all we're gonna. Well, he's asking you questions, man. Yeah, but I thought you were just going to talk about get in. We're going to Wembley, cheesy chips on Wembley Way, and all that. Not cheesy chips on questions like
no.
We're going to
cheesy chips in the house. Cheesy chips in the house, more like.
Yeah.
Well,
pink slices for all.
Well, whatever. Look, right. What we're going to do then? We're going to bring this to an end now, and we're going to do the review of the game. We're going to chat to the lads, see what they thought of it, and we'll put that straight on our channel within the next hopefully 30 to 40 minutes. We will have that up for you. Don't forget, we are back again with Thursday Night Live, which you can tune into. We'll no doubt be discussing this game and looking ahead to the weekend. So a massive thank you to Jacob Kirkbride, Dan Saff. Thanks, Jacob. Conrad, who was in the background helping out. Thanks, Conrad, for that. Deano, who couldn't finish off. I chucked these toys out the pram. Speaking of toys and speaking of toys, prams and all things like that. Jack, our youngster on the channel, thank you for joining us. Thanks, lads, and we will see you all on Thursday.